coming. Sorry about that. Oh, bloody hell. Right, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Here. What's going on? Right, I should be here. Sorry about that. I had trouble with the webcam was kind of being owned by OBS and it wouldn't release, so I had to reset it. Oh, and then I was like, oh shit, I really need to go to the toilet. I thought, oh, the dog really needs to go to the toilet too. So, yeah, well, if any of you are still here, hang on, I don't even know if it's broadcasting. Let me just find that out. Let me just find out what the hell's going on here. It's not very good. Right, okay, get this up here. I probably lost all my... Hey, that's it. Right, I didn't lose all my shit. Good. I am a good boy. Right, let me see if I can spot the stream and get the chat up for it. Sorry, I had to start the stream a couple of times. There's probably multiple streams being started now. 1 minute. Yeah, get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. That does not exist. Get the chat window out of this one. Hello, 32 very strange people who managed to make it here. Good. I'll have a chat. The flight sim was interesting, yeah. Right, so that's all we need to do, I think. Right, I can send out the code if anybody wants to come in. What am I doing? Wrong thing. Invite. Right. Oh, let me just pour some beer and have a sip because I haven't drunk anything for a few hours. What the fuck's that? Something floating in my beer. Is it a fly or something? I don't know what it is. Bit of dirt. So hello. Right, I'll say hello to a few of the people who are here. Sorry about that. Dinkum Aussie. Oh, bloody hell. Right, let's send him a thing. Because he might want to come on if he's up. Might be his daytime now. I'm not even going to try and do the calculation of when it is for him, but it might be. Steve Ellis. Oh, right. Oh, Matt Brady. Yeah, send him a link. He's in New York, looking out of a hotel window. Cool. This is yuck. What is yuck? Oh, I see. Right. Nice. Yeah. Need to stream it at 1080/60 to make it look a little better. The trouble is, see, mate. I only get like a 2 megabit upload. I get 70 down, and well, hang on. What do I get? I'm forgetting now what I get. What do I get? I get 70 down. I tell you what, my brain's fried, folks. I see this 8 megabits, big B, and small b is 70 meg. Oh, yeah, I can't work it out, folks. My brain is fried after playing that game, and it's late. I need more beer, and then my brain will settle down. I don't know what I'm on. I think I get. No, I can't think of it. Hang on. Let me look at my router. I don't know what's going on, folks. Let me just look inside my router if I can remember it. Go on. Oh, it did let me in. Right, okay. What's the speed? 80 megabits. Oh, of course. Oh, do you know what I did? A really stupid. I was like, you're absolutely right, Steve. Do you know what my brain said? Oh, it's 8 megabits down and 2 megabits up. No, it's 80 megabits down and 20 megabits up. So I stuck it right down low. Oh. Yeah, okay, next time. Next time. I probably could have done it at 4K. Oh, sorry, folks. Mm. Sorry, I did a brain fart. I had like the sliders, like what do I stick it at? And I was like, oh, it'll be too high if I stick it any higher than 2. But I could have gone up to 20. Boo! What an idiot. What an idiot. Okay, next time. Anyway, it's the first time. I've never done a game streaming before. Sorry. Sorry, folks. Anyway, say hello to people. Say hello in the chat. Dinkum Aussie, Topcat, Adamanta, Medieval, Dizzy, CCTV user, Storms, Radios and Cats, Jamie L, Esrad 750. Oh, hello. Sounds like we got. Sorry. Sounds like we got a burp. We got Dinkum. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, I do sound like a bird, mate. I'm a bit fucked. My
We
head's
got.
full
We got.
of yeah.
Mm.
Oh, mate, I've had this. I've got this fucking that throat thing going around.
Mm.
Yeah, it's kicked my ass last night. I was fucking coughing and got a head full of shit.
Mm.
I'll live.
Dear, I'm glad you live in Australia.
Yeah. Oh, it was fucking. It was bloody 4 degrees this morning. Broke
Mm.
some record coldest day in September since 2007. So
Mm.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, that's right, man. I've got the heater going. I'm sweating in here.
There we are. I'm just checking the level, so you should be able to do the same level as me now. Oh
Mate,
God! So what did that look like from your perspective? I mean, it should have looked shit at 2 megabits, really, because I tested it early on and it did look a bit bitty, but I didn't realize. No, I'm thinking old school, like 8 megabits down. No, it's 80 megabits down, and 2 megabits up. No, it's 8. It's 80 and 20. I could have got a hell of a lot more out of that stream. Sorry, folks. But anyway, I was trying to go as low as I could so it didn't break up.
yeah, it
But
didn't look
yeah.
too bricky, and it definitely ran smooth. It wasn't jerky or anything.
Mm. Oh, that's good then. But I mean, next time I'll try it. I'll try it at 1080 or 4. You all right? We
Me, yeah.
lost. Yeah, we got like a scratchy audio thing then going on, like a loose
Oh,
connection then.
yeah. I was screwing around with the lead.
Mm.
So
That's fine, man. So let me. Well, we can just do it, me and you. We got Melissa's here as well. I could send Melissa a thing and see if she wants to pop on and say hello. She might
yeah,
do. It's a bit late though, isn't it? So I
she's
don't
not
know.
on the toilet still.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop on for hours though, folks, because it is like 3:19, and I've been on doing shit since 10 o'clock. So it's like 5 hours worth of fun, and in the morning I got a dental appointment. So you know, it's gonna be one of
Yeah,
those. Mm.
yeah. Well, you did a pretty good job with that re-editing and uploading of that Explore in Bristol.
Mm.
Yeah, I definitely have seen that video before because I remember some of the graffiti on the walls, some of the things that were written. Like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that before.
Yeah, I
Um,
just couldn't work out if maybe I just stuck the chocolatey a bit, and didn't do the explore or something. But
mm,
I mean, we
I
definitely
don't
would have
remember
had.
yeah, sorry, I don't remember the chocolate bit. That was the bit I didn't remember.
Mm.
So maybe you put the Explorer up, but not the chocolate emergency alarm.
I
I
might
don't know.
have, I might have not done it. It's possible. I kind of, I remember, I have memories of seeing the footage, so I assume it's gone on the channel. Maybe it never did. Maybe because I have this kind of mentality of, if it's something like alarms or too crazy, and leave it. Don't put it up on the channel. Like give it time to calm down. Maybe I let it calm down for 2 years.
Yeah, let the dust clear. Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally see that happening actually. So yeah, thank you, Louis. He sent me the Bristol Post email. Yes, yes. There's another newspaper one has been in touch with me about it as well. Actually, the Bristol Post said, could they use it? And I said, yeah, right. And then another one's contacted me as well. I just haven't got round to writing back to them. I'm just slack. But there we are. Yeah, fun to
What's that
see.
in
He
regards
says
to?
he says I definitely ate some chocolate. No, no, I didn't. I mimicked eating the chocolate, like, but I didn't actually eat any of it. No.
It was miming. Yeah.
Mm. I was miming like and it was going mm, mm, to people. So yeah, yeah. So how you been keeping then? Apart from obviously your cold sort of thing. Have you did you catch that after you went on your buck thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
reckon that's where I got it. Yeah,
you
hanging
either
around
caught
that
it
bloody
you
that
either caught
brewery,
it from
you know.
somebody, or you've just drank so much that you ruined your body and your immune system went, and that's why you got it. Yeah.
So I think it's a bit of both, really. Yeah.
Has anyone else caught it then around you?
Well, I know Jordan was harping on about it. He couldn't do his squeaky. Oh my God! He couldn't do his squeaky voice because his throat was fucked.
Yeah, but he's not
And
caught it off you though, is he? What I'm saying is
no,
anybody else
no,
in your household, like
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah,
female side, caught it.
yeah, yeah. She gave it to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I
right,
reckon.
okay. You know what it is then? Yeah, right.
Yeah, but she had it weeks ago, and then I sort of dodged it, and I thought, haha, and then yeah, I went out that night
Ruined your immune
on the
system.
yeah on the Buck show, fucked my immune system, and yeah, the
Yeah.
bastard thing reared its ugly head up.
Melissa said she's too tired, I think. Let's have a look what she said. I'll stay in the chat since only me here. Plus, you want to go to bed soon. Yeah, it's true. Okay. That's that. Yeah, thank you for that at the end of your message. Yeah, I'll read that later because I haven't had a chance to read. There's somebody sent me a message about something earlier on, but
Uh, don't look at that picture I sent you of
I
cheese,
already
grated
have. Yeah,
cheese.
I already have. Yeah.
The grated parmesan. Yeah,
Mm.
that's
Mm.
that's some sick shit.
Yes. Just
No, I
trying to
know
think.
I know someone that used one of those what are they called? Milk feet.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? They're like a plastic bag you put over your feet, and it's got some kind of acid in it
Ugh.
that just softens up all your calluses on your feet. And then about a day or two later, just big sheets of skin just start peeling off.
Oh.
And yeah, he had like 4 inch by about 5 inch pieces of skin, and he put them in a plastic bag. And I said, "What the fuck are you going to do with them?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, he's got someone he's going to play a prank on." And I'm like, "Oh God, I don't want to know. It's going to end up in a sandwich or something." I don't know.
Mm,
Fucking hell, sick bastards, mate.
yeah. I
Still,
was just
I reckon I'd rather eat the kangaroo shit meatball on the toothpick than someone's foot skin. Yeah,
God. I think the worst one I remember is like at school when somebody people used to go around sort of like going, if they saw you eating food, they were going, "Can I have some of that?" And then sort of like if it was like a hot pasty or something like that, something, and they'd be like, "Oh, can I have a bit?" And and you knew not to give it to you knew to say no, because if you said yes, a lot of them would just try and shove as much of it in their mouth as they could, so that you
yeah,
wouldn't have anything left. So you knew to say no. It's like nah, nah. Or what you do is you give it to them, but you actually don't let them hold it. Hold it. You like give them it in a hand, and you sort of feed it to them like that, and so that they can only get a little bite on it. Like that.
yeah.
It's like
Keep a grip on it.
so. But I remember because people used to be like begging all the time, like scavenging food off everyone else. what we did one day was somebody was like, he said, "All right, somebody's going to come up and want some coke." So we put beetles, like shit, stones, grass, everything we could find in there. Like, so I think somebody pissed in it, somebody spat in it,
Oh,
right? And it was
fucking
just
hell.
like shook it all up. And then somebody come up and he goes, "Oh, can I have some? Can I have some of that drink?" And then like to feign that, like, oh, he was like, "No, no," like, pretending like he didn't want it, because it was important to him. And he was like, "Oh, go on, go on." And he was like, "Oh, go on then, but don't take it all." Right, so it was like playing it totally up, like how he drunk it, and he sort of went,
Yeah.
and we all went, "Oh my god, he actually drunk it!" And it's like, and as he spat it out, it's like a big dribble of like spit that was in the thing
Uh,
came back out of his
fucking
mouth.
goober.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. So
Yeah,
yeah.
these mates of mine, they you know would like they tag team or
Mm.
we'll do it with each against each other and stuff. It's like we call it hyena tactics, where someone's sitting there with their plate of food and they're eating, and one person comes from one side and just starts grabbing food off their plate, and they turn around and start yelling, "Hey, stop touching my food!" And the the other hyena is on the left hand side and just starts grabbing fistfuls from the other side. No matter which way they turn, they just keep getting their plate attacked. It's yeah, it's pretty funny when you see it all sort of like the strategy just all come together at a party or something like that. Yeah, you think you fucking bastards. The
Yeah,
hyena maneuver.
yeah.
Yeah.
Distract them.
Yeah, you ever see
Yeah.
that video where the hyena goes for a snack up a dead elephant's butt?
Oh,
Oh god,
yeah,
that video's hilarious. It was like National Geo or something. I think we're filming it. With
yeah.
night vision cameras. There was a dead elephant, and they set up all these cameras to film what scavengers come to feed on it. And yeah, this hyena just starts going head first right up the date all the way. And he just pulls his head out, and this elephant just was so gassy, it just did this massive fart, and this hyena turned tail and ran with its back legs between its front legs, going, oh, 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 as it ran off. And I think it got caught by surprise.
I've
Oh,
I've
sorry.
seen whales. Like when they get beached themselves, they start to fill up with gas, and they
Oh
say it's
yeah,
incredibly dangerous. If you ever see a whale and it looks like bloated, don't go near it because the pressure in there is quite serious. It can actually kill you. And if you go near it, and prod it, it could be enough to cause a rupture, and that rupture will fire at you like a grenade, and it will like snap your neck, break bones, that like whoosh, that
oh
explosion that
yeah,
comes from it can kill you. So they've had this like whale on the beach, and they're like, well, what do we do with it? And it's extremely bloated. They're like, well, nobody wants to get near it because it's like a grenade. So they say, well, we'll have to blow it up. So they
blow it up. Yeah,
basically, yeah, they take explosives near it, and so basically just blast it. So yeah. Mm.
yeah. Well, I know. I saw that video where it goes wrong. They
Huh?
blew the whale up, and they used the military got way stupid with the C4 and ended up sending blubber hundreds of feet in the air, and then it landed on cars in the car park at the beach and just flattened the whole roofs in, and yeah, people were running from just raining shit, literally, yeah.
Oh.
But they did do that here in where I live. There was a what do you call it? Southern right humpback whale was hit by a container ship and killed.
Mm.
And I was working down that way, down the coast, and I know all the local fishermen, and they said, "Hey, you want to come and check this out?" And we've been taking people out in the boat, check out this dead whale. I'm
We're
like,
just floating in the water. All right.
yeah, yeah, it was just
Mm.
floating. It's about a third of it sticking up out of the water because it's obviously it had been dead for a couple of days. And the reason why everyone was going out there was because it was unbelievable number of great white sharks feeding on it. And yeah, so I jumped in the boat and we went out there. It's only like a quarter mile offshore, and
Mm.
you could smell it. And we pulled up and yeah, there were 5 great white sharks feeding on it. Um, but generally, if the big ones, when the big one came in, that was would have been about 20, around 20 footer. That came, that just went right up the whale's mouth and just started barrel rolling inside, just ripping all the guts from the inside out. And the other smaller sharks sort of just cruise around the outside waiting. And when the big one moved off, then the smaller ones would all sort of come in. And yeah, there was so many people going down there and looking at this thing. It became a real curiosity, and people just going out there and 7 foot bloody aluminium boats, and we're like, it started. Mate was filming them. We said, mate, we're going to film your death and put it on the news. Like get the hell out of here, because these sharks, they were starting to, once too many people come around the whale, the sharks sort of stopped feeding, and then they started looking at the boats and having a nibble on props, and a few boats had to get towed because their props got bent. Um, and yeah, in the end, they towed the whale out because one guy hopped on top of it and was for a photo, and that ended up on the front page of the newspaper with the headline, "What a bloody idiot!" Because if he slipped, because it was all oily, there were like blisters on its skin
Oh.
of oil, and when you step on them, the blisters pop and just oil everywhere. If you slip and fall in, you're gone, mate. These sharks would have just had you.
Mm.
And yeah, this guy I know up there, he normally films weddings and stuff, and yeah, he had some underwater cameras, and he filmed a whole heap of footage and sold it to the BBC of great whites feeding on a humpback whale. So um, yeah, in the end, the military, the Navy came out and they said no, they're going to tow it out, way out, and blow it up. And at the local pub there, there's pictures of it, and they strapped a whole heap of stuff to this thing, mate, and blew it up. And there's a spectacular photo. It's probably like a 300-foot fountain of just red, red wind. And funny thing was, it's still after they blew half of it away, the other half still floated. So
Mhm.
in the end, it just drifted. Eventually, I guess it sank, but I think it was out there for a good 4 months, with
Yeah.
people going out looking at the sharks. Yeah, bit
Yeah.
of tourism.
It stinks to high heaven if you get one on a beach and you can't get rid of it. I mean,
No,
it's
yeah,
just the most rancid type thing. But yeah,
yeah. There was
bloody hell.
another beach not far away that had 3 sperm whales wash up on it. They beached themselves and died, and pretty secluded beach, but by the
What,
time
the three sperms that didn't make it then? Yeah.
the swimmers, yeah, and yeah, they fucking apparently before the I don't know, whoever the hell goes out there and deals with that stuff got out there, someone had gone with a chainsaw and cut the bottom jaws off to get the teeth, because
Ah,
the sperm whales got those big ivory teeth on 'em.
uh-huh.
In fact, I do own one. That's but that was left to me as a gift, with scrimshaw on it from the early 1800s.
Mm.
Yeah, it's got scrimshaw like carving.
Uh-huh.
It says whaling in the Arctic, and it's like sail ships. You know, call it a
Mm.
steam thrasher or whatever. But it's yeah, something pretty rare that, and now in Australia is completely illegal to buy or sell, or definitely import that sort of stuff. So
Sure,
don't
yeah.
know, don't know what the guy was going to do with all those sperm whale teeth, but I'm sure he'd probably find some Chinese medicine shop that'll buy them, make tea out of it. You know?
Each what Mitch Seymour's talking about? Each ejaculation is believed. You read that quickly, Melissa. Bloody hell. Yeah. Each
20
ejaculation,
liters.
20 liters of semen. The blue whale's genitals are proportional to its imposing size, which can reach up to 30 meters long or so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
length of the whale, not its penis. Yeah,
Mm. 20 liters. Bloody hell. You could do a car
that's a
wash with that,
gusher.
couldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wash
a
your fucking
gusher.
car. Mm. Yeah, you could
What
like you could fill your bath with that, couldn't you? And do like a sort of a special skincare sperm treatment for your skin.
Good. Yes, good for the
Yeah.
complexion.
Mm. Mm.
No, what was it that SeaWorld and all those places, those marine sort of theme parks that they were breeding the orcas and
Mm.
the killer whales. Yeah, and that's they'd actually have them trained, to come up and they'd masturbate them and collect the semen and then artificially inseminate the females to create more whales to for more attractions and in those theme parks. Yeah, I think there was what was it Shamu or whatever that was super aggressive and they kept breeding that male with females and every all of its descendants had that trait in it where they could just turn. Mind you, I mean, any animal like that being confined in a small tank's going to get pretty pissed off eventually,
Yeah.
have a chomp.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna wank you off now. And it's like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Don't you want a treat? Do you want a treat? No, no, just wank me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do.
That's it. You keep the squid. Yeah, just
Mm.
give me a rub.
Yeah. Can you imagine it? Is treat it like the whale was treating it like, if I do this task of being wanked, then I get the treat. I get the fish. So it's like, all
Well,
right
that's
then, all right, wank me. Go on then, go on then. Oh yeah. Oh, where's my fish then? It's more interesting the fish. It's like, oh, go on then, wank me off then, and it's like so I can have the fish.
yeah. Oh, mate, well, that's what they work on anyway. And if they don't do the trick properly, they don't get the food. So they
Yeah,
force them to do what they want. If they want to eat. I mean, yeah, pretty
yeah.
sure that works with any kind of animal or person.
Yes,
Um,
Simon BA, put on your marigolds. That's all I'm going to say.
I was talking to a guy. He's walking past my house yesterday, and he's got this bloody Labrador, beautiful dog. And I was giving it a pat, and I said, "Oh, he's
I
very
bet I
very
bet
well."
you were, I bet you were, yeah.
He goes, I said, "Oh, he's very well behaved," and he goes, "Oh yeah, he'll do anything for food, and he's just like keeps pulling out a constant supply of treats out of his top pocket,
Yeah.
and it just made me think of Angel, you know. Yeah, that's it.
Ah, yeah. Smells of smells of gravy. It is like a great. They call them gravy bones because they smell of gravy. Yeah. So do smell quite nice actually. Yeah. Yeah. I've not been. We've never had a problem with apart from maybe Angel to a certain degree. Of she's jumped on top of people and she's jumped on top of other dogs and tried to shag them. She's been like dry humping them. But it's like it's a domination thing. Kind of like, yeah, yeah, right, I own you. Oh, have some of that. But because obviously she hasn't got a penis. But
Yeah, does
yeah,
make it difficult. Yeah,
yeah, bit like you see cows doing it. They call it bullying, don't they? I think
yeah,
when they sort of like chase
jump on each other. Yeah,
chase females chasing another female around and just jumping on them just to show them who's boss.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. Sort of
Yeah.
like Taffy when he grabbed hold of you and nearly pushed you out a window.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's what
Yeah,
he was trying to do, mate.
he was just showing me who has more subscribers. Yeah. Oh.
Well, as that bloody Angel in that video when she jumped down that fucking hole and starts digging.
Mm. I know it's weird that, isn't it? She goes, bit of earth. I need to get in it and dig it. It's like,
Yeah.
why? It's just a bit of earth. She's like, yeah, but it's a hole. I need to get in it and finish it. It's like,
Well, I was
no, you
wondering
you, you don't.
what was someone digging there for in the first place.
Well,
There
they
were lots
seem
of
to
weird
have done
holes
it.
in that place.
There was a lot, yes, and I think they were looking for old sewage outlets and sewage pipes. So if they
Ah, yeah.
develop the building, They need to know where all that is. So if it blocks, it doesn't just go boop and just come up through the floor. So they're probably like,
Yeah,
drilling lots of different, holes down to kind of make sure they're not, selling themselves a lemon, as it were, I suppose. But
yeah. Yeah, you don't want a punami. Yeah,
mm, mm. Yeah, because it's very unknown what's underneath some of these buildings, especially like, once you get like 200 years old, you've got like streets and all sorts of stuff underneath. You could have like several layers that have been built on, and you literally
yeah,
don't know. So I certainly with the sewage, I think they're probably a bit more concerned about that than anything else. But yeah,
yeah. Especially in Bristol too, isn't it? It seems to be like the city's built on the old city on top of it, really, isn't it?
building layers, yeah, which is
Yeah,
what all that stuff at the Victorian underground street was.
yeah,
It's a Roman tactic actually to build on top of. You don't knock stuff down like we do today. You just like wall it off and then fill it in a bit, and just build on top. Put a
yeah,
structure on top and just build up. And this is why like Rome has been getting taller and taller and taller. But there's a lot of history hidden in those underground bits, and some of them,
yeah,
become tunnels. People knock through the walls and make bigger tunnels, and so we got like the catacombs. In Paris. It's all knock through. Oh,
yeah. And also a lot of the Roman ruins, they have foundations that are megalithic, which are way bigger stones than the Romans could ever move and put into position. Yet their structures get chucked on top. So yeah, like you're saying, building on top of previous civilizations and utilizing what was left behind.
yeah. Who sent me a message at this time of the morning? What's all that about then? Oh, but I should get some sleep though, because I need to be awake by the time I go to the dentist tomorrow. I got to take my like beta blockers and just to calm myself down, because I know it's going to be a root canal.
Oh yeah,
There's going to be a root canal, and it's just like and then they inject you, and then they start drilling, and you can feel it, and then it goes and you go huh, huh, and he goes, oh, you felt that, did you? He goes, oh, well, let me give you another injection. And it's like, oh, but at least the second one doesn't hurt because you can't feel it so much, but it's like poking it in. But what I hate is when they poke the needle in, they sort of poke in, and then they sort of go into the right and into the left, and they go do do do, and they're
yeah.
poking and poking and
Jab
poking,
it
and
around.
all of a sudden you get like where they hit a nerve, and they like jab a nerve, and it's like, oh, I fucking hate that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't say I've ever had a root canal.
Oh, I've
Touch
had
wood,
loads, man. Loads of root
Yeah, it doesn't
canals.
sound very nice, that's for sure.
Mm. As long as
I've
you
got all my
jabbed
own
up
teeth.
enough.
The worst thing I've ever had, like at the dentist, was I had to get an impacted wisdom tooth out, and
Mm, mm,
that was sort of like it was almost sideways
yeah,
in the back left corner of my jaw, and he's like, oh, I said, every surgeon I went to said, oh, yeah, you got to be under general anesthetic for this, and I said, fuck off. I'm not going under general anesthetic for a tooth, are you kidding me? And he goes, oh, no, well, we won't do it. I'm like, well, okay, fine, see ya. Because my cousin had all four out in one hit, and he ended up with a bruised sternum where the guy had his knee, and they cranked his mouth open that wide. He had stretch marks in the corners of his mouth, and when he came out of the anesthetic, he started freaking out and smacking shit off the shelves, and because he was freaking out because his jaw was dislocated, so they had to pop his jaw back in because this bloke must have been like up, both hands, up to the wrist down in his mouth,
yeah.
thinking, fuck,
Well, I've
So I
got a
said, no, no, thanks. I'm staying conscious,
I've got a
So
gap there. So I got a gold
yeah,
one. And there's a gap. That one, right? He couldn't get it out. He said basically the two teeth were almost like fused, because like
mm,
normally the teeth will wobble and you could pull it out. He couldn't.
yeah,
It's like the two teeth are like grown into one, and he was like, "That's not fucking going." It's like, and I said, "Well, what are you gonna do?" And he said, "Well, we could send you in for surgery, but they won't accept you for surgery because they don't do blah 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 and all this sort of bollocks. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I've been through that before. They don't do it. And he goes, well, just leave it then. I was like, can you do that? And he goes, yeah, no, your gum will just grow over it. It's like, oh fuck's sake, why didn't you just tell me? Well, fucking
Yeah,
around with all this yanking teeth. I'll just fucking leave it there. So I got a little sharp bit, and most of it is just grown under the gum. Great. If I don't get any
yeah,
more problems with it, I'm happy. So
yeah. No, well, I did find a surgeon that did mine. And yeah, he was sweating bullets, like thinking, "Oh, mate, this is going to be really painful." And I was fine. I think he was freaked out more than me. I mean, he had to cut down into my jawbone, and then apparently the tooth had, instead of four roots, it had a fifth one. He said, "Yeah, it was a mutant." And they were hooked. The roots, they sort of curled at the ends,
dear.
and yeah, it's a prick of a job, but he just gave me a whole shitload of. What he did do was give me a small bottle of Novocaine, and he
What?
said, "Whatever you do, don't drink it." He said, "Just dip a cotton bud in it and then dab it on your gum, and it just numb your gum,
What?
And yeah, he gave that to me, and so I've had this, and I've kept it in the fridge, because it says to keep it in the chilled in the fridge,
Mm.
and yeah, and then I had someone telling me, "Oh yeah, you can pour that out on a glass table and heat it up with a hairdryer and just make it into a big pile of snow." I'm thinking, fuck, and
I
I went,
don't think it works like that actually, but
well,
it
yeah, I
because
never
because
tried it.
they because they, it is a derivative of cocaine. Novocaine is
Yeah,
from cocaine, but you can't get high from it. So if you
no,
did
no,
it, all you would
it
do is
just
just
numb
like
you.
numb the fuck out of your nose in probably a
Yeah,
dangerous way. Yeah.
yeah. You stop freaking. You lose the ability to swallow or breathe.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, that's why he told me don't drink it. Because if it gets down your throat, it'll anesthetize your throat.
yeah.
And yeah, but yeah, I went to go get it and use it at some point. I don't know, like a year or so ago, and the fucking thing. I'm like looking for it. And I'm like, oh no, because I've got a new fridge, and my girlfriend, like, when we got all the new fridge, all the stuff in the old fridge, she just turfed, and she chucked that out with it, and I was like,
Oh,
oh my god, what a waste.
oh dear. Mm.
Because if you ever have a sore tooth or anything, you just dab that on there, and
I tell you
bites
what's
your
very
ankles.
good that I was told about by a dentist because I was like I was in agony and I said like, well, what can I do? And he goes, well, he said Sensodyne. I don't know if you can get it in Australia, but we got this
Yeah,
Sensodyne. It's called Sensodyne, but it was a
yep,
special one. It was like Sensodyne Super Sensitive or something like that. It's called, and
okay,
basically you just get that on your finger, you dab it all around the tooth, and like bang, it just stops it. Because a lot of people, including me, I bought a bottle of clove oil, but that stuff's aggressive. It's really, really
mm,
nasty. So what I found was better than clove oil was Listerine. I don't know if you get that in Australia, Listerine.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that you get the mild ones, which are just
It's
fluoride.
ethanol.
Fuck that shit. What you want is the ones that sting. They got the alcohol or
Yeah,
ethanol in there. Yeah, that's the one you want. But I went to Chicago and I knew I had like a really bad tooth, and I was just fucking doing the clove oil, clove oil, clove oil. And in the end, I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna have to try something else. So I tried some Listerine, and it worked better than the clove oil. And I was like, right. So I was doing that whilst I was in America because, of course, I couldn't fucking go to an emergency dentist in America. It would be a fucking
yeah.
nightmare. Like,
Cost you a
you know.
fortune.
Oh yeah. I had insurance, but it's still, it's just one of those things. It's just aggro in it.
Yeah.
Hello, Stephen. How you doing, Stephen, Billy? Oh, hello, Steve, as well. By the way, you're up early. I did wave to you, but yeah,
Yeah, Steve, what did
yeah,
he shit the bed or something?
yeah. Steve, what you rang me last night, and I was so busy. I had to say no. I couldn't take the call because I was handling two calls, and then Steve's call came in. I was like, oh fuck's sake! It's like everybody's ringing me, and I was like, nope, and I didn't ring him back then. So yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think Ray was trying to get in touch with you too, about this weekend.
Yeah, well, I can't do anything
Yeah.
this weekend because I'm off doing something else, unfortunately.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
yeah, he was. They're going to do some stuff around where I am, but
Yeah.
uh, I was slightly suspect. I was like, eh, I don't think so. I got a funny feeling some of these places ain't what you think they are. So I went out tonight with a drone and I did 3 big mansion houses, and it's like the first one, which they didn't flag up as being interesting. That was the interesting one, and the two that they were interested in
Huh.
turned out to be like family house, and I actually saw like 7 people, like a family, coming out of the front door, going to go in like motorhomes and whatnot, like to
Yeah.
go in on a holiday, and you could see them all like trooping out, and it's like, oh yeah, right, yeah, these are people's houses, like, nobody's going in there. It's
Nah.
like, but it's funny though because it's like they've gone in, oh yeah, these look good, so of course they fucking look good. They're like fucking multi-million-pound mansions, but you ain't getting in them. They fucking people live in them. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm.
It would make it a little difficult, unless they're going away for on their in their caravan. But probably don't want to be going in
Nah,
someone's home.
no. I mean, the thing is, I'm looking to see whether or not they look fucked, and they look
Yeah.
really nice. Actually, they look really nice homes. They were very, very nice, but like well out of the way as well. Like, not just next to a main road. Like proper estate. Like woof. These people have got money. This is not like your normal little sort of just tucked away Georgian mansion or so. It's like this is a fucking whole estate. These people are like fucking billionaires probably. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess Ray will be a bit disappointed then because I know he was going to go out with Haley as well, and Kaylee, and she, well, her and Andrew nicked off overseas somewhere. So
Oh yeah. I saw their live stream where they said, "Oh, we're going to do a road trip," but like I didn't
yeah.
know they cancelled doing something to go on the road trip.
Well, yeah. Well, Kaylee didn't know anything about it. It was a surprise. So
Oh
yeah,
right, okay.
I'm not sure
Well,
where they're
yeah.
going, but I don't know the details. I just know that much. Yeah.
Well, people were saying they were on there and they said like oh, would you do Chernobyl? And it's like people say this
Nah,
to me all the
fuck
time.
that.
Would you do Chernobyl? And I was like, no, because I don't want a fucking nugget of radiation stuck in my lungs that they can't get rid of, and it'll eventually give me cancer. And people
Yeah.
are like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And I said, well, actually, I remember seeing a Steve Ronin video where they said to him, you will die of cancer from being here. They literally said those words to him. You will die from cancer from being here. And he just went like, he was just like, sort of, yeah, that's all right. And then I said to him, I said, what about that video where that woman said to you, you will die from cancer? You will, you
Yeah.
know? And he
Sounds
goes, really?
definitive.
What? And I said, what do you mean, what? I mean, like, when somebody says that to you, you go like, it's time to fucking listen. And it was just like, you don't remember her saying that to you. And I said, they checked you for radiation when you came back in. They put you, like, they scanned you all and everything. But you said to her, what's the risks? And she said, well,
Yeah.
you will die from cancer, from being here. And I'm like,
Yeah.
mate, I mean, you were the person who fucking made me think like, nah, I'm not interested, you know? And
Well,
it's
how's
like,
those? What do you reckon is going to happen to those Creo sound guys? The
well,
Ukrainian YouTubers. They
well,
bloody
some,
go swimming in it.
I
They go
mean, like,
swimming right underneath the reactor.
yeah, some of them look like they're fucking half gone anyway, but
Yeah, right.
so
Yeah,
they're lovely,
yeah,
lovely chaps. But yeah, I mean, I know there's been a lot of discussion about the fact that it turns out that you can take a lot more radiation than we thought, and wildlife is thriving on it because apparently a little bit of radiation activates your immune system, so your immune system is
mm,
on heightened alert, and it kind of like looks after you. But beyond that, if you go too far into the radiation, then you're going to get some negative
toxic
effects from
Avenger.
it. Yeah. Yeah, chud, cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. Um,
Chud. Yeah, I remember that movie.
yeah. Melissa's saying, ask my dentist for Durafat. I have. But the thing is, fluoride is like, yeah, fluoride is fucked. Yeah. It strengthens your teeth. I tell you the biggest thing that'll strengthen your teeth, but it turns your teeth black. Silver nitrate.
Hmm.
It kills your teeth, but nothing will get in your teeth beyond that point. If you don't mind having black teeth, right, like a pirate, yeah, silver nitrate, rinse it around, soaks into your teeth, turns all your teeth black, but you'll never have any fucking bad teeth after that.
Is that the same shit? I've seen some guy who took, for some medical reason, he took some kind of silver and turned himself blue.
Oh yeah, the
He's,
old but the thing is there is a lot of truth actually in silver therapies because silver kills a lot of bacterias that
yeah,
can't
it's
be killed by other
antibacterial.
things.
It's
Yeah.
like that nano silver.
It's
Yeah, I had a really,
colloidal, yeah.
yeah, I had a really bad burn on my hand,
Mm.
from just above my wrist all the way down,
They
like a
give you
huge
a
blister.
bandage with silver in it.
Yeah, yeah, they said it was $500 bandage. I left it on for like 2 weeks, and the
Yeah.
big blister burst, and there was all liquid dripping out of it. And I said, "Well, this thing needs changing." And they're like, "Oh no, that's the only one you get, sir."
Mm.
And they said, "There's no bacteria can live in there. It doesn't matter. It'll dry out. It's fine." I'm like, "Okay." And then when they took the bandage off, where the fluid had run down to where the tape was holding it on, it literally tattooed me. So I had this like black ring around my arm, and they said it's just nano silver. Yeah, it'll fade after about maybe 6 months, and it did eventually fade. But I have actually no scar at all. And if you saw, I'll send you some pictures of that burn. It's pretty horrific,
Yeah.
and but yeah, the not one bit of scarring on my hands from that, and they said, yeah, that's because of that bandage. I'm like, wow, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, it is good. Silver, colloidal silver is good, but the trouble is, it's like everything that once you tell people a magic trick, they think like they want magic trick 24 times a day because that'll be good for them. What they don't
Yeah,
realize is like, it's like antibiotics. A lot of people go like, well, antibiotics, they kill biotics, they kill bacteria. So therefore, if I take loads of them all the time, I'll be really, really healthy and I'll be like a Superman. No, it doesn't work like that. Actually, it fucks your system, so you
yeah.
become worse. You
Your
know.
intestinal tract will go to fucking shit without
Yeah.
bacteria. Yeah,
So I mean, silver is very good because actually your body doesn't like reject it. It's like gold. Gold is
yeah,
you can put gold in the body and the body doesn't reject it. Silver's kind of similar. It's a very cheap substance, effectively cheap substance. Silver. It's abundant and it just kills bacteria like crazy.
yeah.
But
You've
you
heard
know,
you've heard of monoatomic gold.
yes, yeah,
Yeah,
white
I don't know.
stuff.
Is it a real thing or is it the hocus pocus? I don't know.
Well,
I th-
yeah. I mean, this is the thing, see, because people are like started talking about silver and the fact that
mm,
gold is all right in your body. Suddenly, you get this like, oh, you can eat gold and it's going to help you. Well, maybe not, But
no,
it's kind of like you can see how kind of people go like, well, that's why gold is so important. That's why the rich people want the gold so they can eat it. But yeah, but it's not that sort of gold. It's a different type of gold. It's completely different.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Well,
but yeah,
monoatomic gold's supposed to have all these unusual properties, outside of the standard realm of physics. I think is, um, not. Yeah, it's not the stuff. It's not like some liquid that they're selling on the internet. I know that much, but yeah, yeah. I don't know. What are
people
they
people
saying?
in the 50s were like drinking radioactive materials because they thought it would make them superheroes. They were literally, and they would sell it to them. You could buy them.
Yeah,
I mean,
atomic power.
China is selling radioactive materials to be worn as pendants. And it's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, like they just don't get it, because it's like they believe like tiger penis is going to make you a Superman, and they believe that radioactive pendant is going to make you a Superman. No, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Not really. No, none of it works.
I've
China's
seen
probably one
people
of the
with those
worst
silicon.
countries about understanding medicine there is. I mean,
Yeah.
they could produce a plant to create a medicine, but they don't give it to their own people because they don't understand what that medicine does. They go, no, tiger penis, this, oh, bark of this, oh, root of this. So, you know, it's like, no, 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 no. You know, but yeah, don't get me on about fucking China. Anyway, I'm going to go get a bit more of a refill. Are you going to be on for a couple of minutes more, or?
Yeah. I'll wait for you, man. No worries.
Oh, well, you don't have to. Look at these fucking, look at these stinky, dirty socks. Like, they're fucking literally like crusted.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Throw them.
yeah, crusted.
Put them in the curry.
Put it in the curry. I will. I will. I'm going to soak these overnight in a curry for like 24 hours on low heat, you know, and it'll be like fucking kill all the bugs, but that fucking curry will taste brilliant. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back in a sec.
Put hairs on your chest. Sorry for the dead air, folks. Um, yeah, those. I think those socks could definitely. Yeah, you could throw them at the wall and they'd stick. Yeah, what's the other thing the Chinese? Yeah, I've actually seen some people who wear those. I've seen the silicon wrist pendant, and I asked about it, and as soon as they started talking about it, I knew straight away that it was it was that shit that's got some radioactive element in it. Um, I can't remember exactly which one, but you think like, mate, can you just stand over there somewhere, you know, away from me? Because yeah, I don't want that shit near me. You know, it's just, oh what? Oh no, these things are it's for health. You know, and it's like nah, no idea. Just you know, reading some shit on the internet and believing it.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna tell you something sort of like slightly funny. Tell me if you've had any experiences like this. I don't know whether it's a thing of getting old, right, getting older, or getting more stupid, or like just wanting to buy something and just like, you know, not looking closely enough. But I swear on my fucking life, right, that this has happened to me enough times now for me to know that this is becoming a thing. I don't know whether it's cognitive. Oh Christ! Listen to me fucking belching. Right, I don't know if it's cognitive dissonance, but like when I need something for myself or somebody else, I research it, I measure it, I do the diameters, I do and I'm like, right, is there anything that's like it? Because I know I've done this in the past. Is there anything that's going to fool me into this? And I sometimes I'll even email them and go, is this what I need? And they go like, you know, and then I order it, and a fucking different thing, like very radically different to what I fucking remember. That I was like, I've got to order this, now I got to do this, and I got to do that, and then when I go to order it, and fucking different thing comes, and I go, that's bollocks, right? Because literally, I pull out the box and I go like, that's fucking bollocks. I never fucking ordered that. That's going back. And then I go and look on the order, and that is what I ordered. And I'm like, that happened with an electronic part that came from China. I was waiting for it. I was watching the tracking, like fucking, you know, you know, getting excited. It's entered the UK. Great. It's fucking delivered this morning. Early delivery knocked me up. Fucking 9 o'clock in the morning. It's like, right, okay, great. It's early for me, by the way, folks. Yeah, fucking, it was very early for me. And I was like, and I opened it up, and I'm like, this is a fucking card reader. I wanted a SATA fucking extender for like SATA to fucking SD. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is this? This is not what I ordered. I'm like, right, this is wrong. Again, see, this is wrong. I never ordered that.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm getting on my high horse, and I went up and I had a look, and it's like, yet again. I'm like, I did order it. How did I order that? How did I order this? Fuck me. And I'm like, well, what about the thing I did want then? Where is that? This is where it gets fucking freaky because this happens a lot. The
Yeah.
thing I wanted is much more expensive now than it even was when I looked at it last time. And I'm thinking like, oh, I'm not going to get. It's me. It's fucking me. I tell you why it's me, right? I tell you why it's me because this happens a fucking lot. I go into Weatherspoons, right, and I want a vegetarian meal, so I go right. Which one do I want? I want this one or that one or that one, and it comes out it's fucking meat, and I'm like, I didn't order that. I'll show them, and it is fucking meat. I ordered meat. But I'm looking at all the veggie options, and when I go click, 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 bang, I ordered the meat one. That happens to me a lot. I don't know what it is. It's cognitive fucking dissonance or something, or getting fucking
Maybe your
old, or
subconscious was really wanting something meaty, and it took over.
I don't know. I view all the options, but when it goes to fucking ordering, I go bam 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 instead of fucking read it. I read it and research it and read it and double check it, I go, I've got it, there it is. It's that top one, and it's not, it's the middle one. Yeah, there you go, right, I've got it now. And it's like, and I fucking always I order the fucking wrong one. It doesn't happen to me every time, folks. I'm not that fucking stupid, but it's happened to me enough. It's like once I've done all my research, I know exactly what I want. I then quickly order the wrong one because I'm sure of myself then. So I make the wrong one.
Yeah, nah, I don't get that problem, but the problem I
Oh,
do
you
is get
fucking you bastard! Fuck you.
I get in trouble. I get in trouble because like I didn't know. Oh, well, you didn't know about something happening, and I'm like, no, first I've heard of it, and I get in trouble because sometimes I don't listen,
Mm.
uh, selective hearing, but
Yeah, selective. That's the thing, isn't it? It's, you
yeah,
think you heard what you thought
I've
you
got a
heard. Yeah,
bullshit filter,
yeah.
yeah, I just filter out all bullshit. What? Never, I don't know what you're talking about. Gets me into trouble, but fucking bad luck.
Oh dear. I'll be shouting fuck sticks and sucking on Werther's originals. Yeah,
With
yeah,
this
that's right.
original.
I think the neighbours are used to hearing me shouting fucking this and fucking. But the thing is, right? I mean, I could point out many times when I've heard them screaming and shouting about their kids and fucking all this sort of stuff, and they're fucking, and then I'm out there going, we all do it. We all do it, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I'm sure my neighbours think I've got Tourette's. I reckon.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, it is weird. Like, I mean, yeah, I can think of a number, and like I always say to people, I mean, I'm terrible. I'm fucking terrible. I've got a dental appointment in the morning, right? Do you know how many times I fucking put it in my diary? Suppose it's in there 6 times tomorrow morning. 6 times, and not just in the diary bit, in an alarm as well. It's like I
Yeah.
can't. I can't. I don't know what it is. Whether if this phone is near that bed, if it's on the bed with me, and I'm sleeping, and the phone is like that, I seem to be able to wake up and turn it off. And I could do that multiple times without even consciously realizing it. So I have to
That's your
put the
subconscious
phone
mind.
I have to put the phone on the other side of the fucking room, so it forces me to get up and I come round, and then because I can subconsciously fucking cancel alarms, and I can fuck up. I fuck up on a monumental scale with appointments for doctors, dentists, important
Yeah.
things. I fuck them up. I don't know what it is. I fuck those up.
Well,
I want to go, but I do something fucking stupid like cancelling the fucking alarm and I go back to bed.
yeah, that's your subconscious mind taking control, mate. Same as ordering meat, I reckon. I
Mm, mm.
think there might be something to this.
It's going, I want
Yeah,
meat. I want
I
meat.
control.
I'm like, shut
Yeah,
the fuck, get fucking down. It's like, I'll have you. When you're not looking, I'll fucking have you.
Yeah. Yeah, you wake up with bacon hanging out of your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, dear,
yeah.
where the fuck it came from. Yeah.
I'll be like spooning half a cow like in bed. I'll be like, where the fuck's this come from? Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Mm. Yeah. So I need a hypnotist to rewind my brain. Oh, it's fucking
So what
mate.
time is your dental appointment?
It's at 11:45. So I'm
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
like, I got three. I'm gonna have 3 hours sleep. Then I'm gonna doze because I like to doze, which is the danger, see, because I like to wake, then doze, then wake, then doze, then wake, then doze, then wake. You know,
Yeah. As long as
but
you're
it's
not dozing
dangerous. It's
on the way
dangerous.
in while you're driving. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, like, and things disappear from my phone. I put an entry in the phone and it disappears. And I'm thinking, like, oh, some fucker's hacking my phone. Some fucker's in there hacking my phone. And then a month after that, like I put it in the wrong month, it'll go dentist appointment today. I'm like, no, that was a month ago. And it's like, oh, now I know what I fucking did. Right, I put it in the wrong month. Right, great.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about was it going to the lawyers or the courts or
Yeah,
something like that, and you rocked up on the wrong day. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, right, I'm gonna fight this, and they go, no, it's not today. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
we wasted all my fucking time coming up here for this. Fuck's sake! And then when you go there, and it is that day, and you're fucking ready, and you have got it right, and they go, oh, we're not doing it today because we're busy.
Yeah.
It's like
Adjournment.
Jesus. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to be very patient in this world, haven't you? Just like not fucking go, fuck you, cunts. Right, that's it then. Not guilty. Fuck off. I'm not fucking guilty. Fuck off. You can't get your dates right. Fuck you. I'm getting not guilty. Fuck off. And they're like, no, you come back. You come back. You keep
Yeah.
coming back. Fuck you. And I go, no, you
See, what
ban
are they?
child bitch, you. Fuck you.
Fuck you, bloody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, what do they say? The wheels of justice turn slow. They weren't fucking joking, were they? You know?
Oh, jeez. Fucking hell. I got away with a fucking monumentalist load of fucking driving offences this year, though. Fuck me. Banged them all, fucking batted them all back, and fucking got rid of them.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how many points and how much fucking fine. I won't be driving a car for the next fucking 5 years. And I got it all fucking.
All
Yeah,
sorted.
yeah. Thankfully, yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, this is it. Now we got the next challenge. Now is going to be the Maritz, the Benno, and the fucking spastic.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. That's right.
if we can get through all that, we're plain sailing. I think. Yeah. And if we don't get through any of it, it's going to be fucking awkward because it's going to have repercussions for the channel. So, yeah. So we must get through it. There is no other option. We must.
Yeah, that's right.
We must.
Well, hopefully the courts, see, and realize what the hell's going on because something's
Yeah,
got to be done.
they're kind of like they're kind of a bit like fucking close focused. Like they've got blinkers on. You go, but look at all this and look at all this. It doesn't matter. Did you do the thing that we said you did? It's like, well, yes, but because of this and this doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Did you do it? It's like, yes, I did, but because of this doesn't matter. It's like fucking
Yeah.
like locked on,
Black and white.
Yeah,
Black and white.
locked on. Haha, Mitch, chat to me privately, mate. If it's all I'm gonna say is if it's good enough for the fucking police, it's good enough for me, mate. Yeah, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, I've seen someone trying to talk their way out
ALW,
of.
man, ALW's in the house. Oh, hello, mate.
Yeah.
Is there a new flight simulator out? Well, there's an old flight simulator from 2020, but it's very good. And as you will see, even though I fucking broadcast 2 megabits instead of fucking up to 20 megabits, like a like a guy that forgets his dental appointments. Yeah, but it was good fun. I'll try it at a higher bit rate next time, and we'll see if we can get it up to 1080p or even 4K transmissions. But yeah, it'd probably be better actually because it's being captured onto my hard drive at 4K. Um, oh, actually, I put it down to 1080p, didn't I? I said 1080p recording, and oh, shit. Yeah, sorry. Maybe because I cut the stream short, did it finish the file? Oh, MKV. See, Microsoft and Apple produce these formats that if you don't
Yeah,
finish the file, none of it plays. Whereas the enthusiasts created a really good format called MKV, which means that it doesn't matter where you stop the file because it's ready and will work even though it's been crashed. But for some reason, Microsoft and Apple wanted one that if you stop it halfway through the stream, it never works again.
it's
So, yeah,
corrupted. Yeah,
I should have stuck it in MKV, but I noticed it was in MP4 for some reason. It was probably because I wanted to. That's why, probably because I wanted to easily dump it into Premiere, which only accepts MP4. However, MKV is a much superior format, and the sooner we get that fucking recording on our phones, and Apple won't accept it because they want their own fucking shit, and so do Microsoft. They're like, no, we want our own formats, but they're shit formats. MP4 shit, fucking, yeah, mobs
oh,
shit, they're
bloody the
shit.
incompatibilities. I had issues last week with a movie file I downloaded, and I got it in UHD, 2160 by 1080, and in the title it said DV, and I thought,
Hmm.
not really sure about that, but
Hmm.
I played as I played the video, the audio was Atmos. It was incredible through the 7.1 surround, but the uh, the video was all purple and pink,
Purple or green, yeah.
yeah,
Because
and
it's
green, yeah,
HDR video, yeah, and it don't play
yeah.
properly on most
It's
things.
yeah. Well, the DV stands for Dolby Vision,
Ah, yeah,
and
right, okay. Not digital video, right? Dolby Vision,
no,
yeah. It's
Dolby
HDR,
Vision, and
Dolby Vision. All right.
yeah. And then when I looked up about it, it says, "Oh, yeah, you must have a Samsung," you know. So if you've got a Samsung display panel, they're not compatible with DV because they chucked their hands up in the air and said, "No, we're
Win.
not."
Did they say we're not paying Dolby's licensing because it's a fucking rip-off? I
That's right. It's
would.
exactly right.
That's what is now. I didn't even know what he was going to say then, but I just guessed. I just guessed
Yeah,
that like anything to do with Dolby is going to be licensing money. And people are like,
proprietized and
why do we
licensed.
have to pay you this fucking much money? It's one thing to play it back. Oh boy, don't even talk about how much it costs to have the creator software to create the fucking stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
no, nah, 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 nah. Yeah. So I
yeah,
totally get that, but this is the thing. See, I mean, it's like OBS. OBS actually, I used OBS to capture and broadcast my stuff. Nvidia's own software was shit. I tried it. I tried it out earlier on. It was fucking blocky and it was like, but OBS just goes,
mm,
look, forget the bullshit. This is how to do it. It's just like simple open source. This is how to do it. No fucking bullshit. Work much better. So, and that's having a big software package which does vision mixing and all the effects and all that. Whereas Nvidia's is just a little package that just like screen captures in the background whilst you're playing your game. And it's like, no, that's shit. OBS was better.
yeah.
Wonder why?
Captures the stream.
Wonder
Oh
why?
yeah, because yeah,
Enthusiasts made it that really want it working well, whereas Nvidia just like just give them anything, just fucking get it out there, just give it, and make sure that the one that's we give to these people is like shit, and make the one that they pay £10,000 for is better, and the one they pay £1,000,000 for is better. Whereas OBS is like, no, you have the best, no matter who you are, and you don't pay for it. the
Yeah.
best, you know?
Open source,
Yeah.
is definitely the way to go on a lot of things.
Mm.
Same as like VLC player, I mean, it's definitely, I mean, it's free and it's open source and it's probably the most versatile media player you can get.
Well, there's
Yeah.
see VLC is one thing. I use a thing called Media Player Classic, which sounds like it's Windows Media Player, which it is, but
Yeah.
it's been totally fucked with by the enthusiasts because it's got some potential. VLC is kind of locked. It's locked down a bit. Like Media Player Classic is the fucking media player that's been ripped apart, backwards engineered, and good shit being stuck in there. The stuff that Microsoft didn't want you to have, basically. It's like
Yeah.
QuickTime. Remember there was always a QuickTime, but then there was a QuickTime Pro.
Yeah.
But you had to pay for QuickTime Pro. And who
Yeah.
the fuck paid for QuickTime Pro? I didn't. I'm
Not
not
me.
giving Apple any fucking money if I can help it.
I think
Yeah.
when I did have it, it was patched, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, like most of my software. And what is it? Mitch Seymour was asking, what do I use to get my clear sound quality? Um, it's a professional, like Shure microphone SM58, which is like really for vocal um, vocals in live music. If you go and see a band on stage or whatever. And I use a Behringer mixing desk, so it's a proper 8-channel mixing desk. So yeah, that's where I get my sound from. The rest is just my vocal pipes, mate. Yeah.
Well, you say my sounds shit. Fuck you then.
No, you're just commenting on how clear mine sounds. I've heard it a
Well,
few times from people. That's all.
yeah. Well, the thing is, an SM58 has got a good response pattern, and it's like what they call a polar pattern. It's cardioid, which means if you have like that, it's like an afro on the top. That's its response pattern. So if you move outside it to the left or to the right, you don't get it. But if you're
Yeah,
sitting in line, you get a nice rich sound within this like area that it captures. So,
yeah.
but
It's really designed for vocals.
yeah,
And yeah, and like you're saying, you'll see singers quite often like tilt the mic
yeah.
or pull it away
They
slightly
they
when they're
pull it
hitting
away,
live.
but they use it like loud,
Hmm,
quiet, like a trumpet.
that's right.
But the thing
Yeah,
is, it doesn't pick up to the either sides because it only picks up in the Afro polar
yeah.
region.
It's very
But it's
directional. Yeah,
but it's designed to reject the sound of the speakers, so you don't get feedback.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. It's very directional. Yeah.
Yeah. But mine
No,
is
they
designed
definitely
to.
sound better than those USB microphones. That people are buying. That they, I don't know. They'll spend $100 on some mic at Office Works or somewhere like that. So some computer shop. And
ALW. Oh, don't start me. I'm gonna have to be restrain myself because of your recent problems. But don't start me.
Andy's staring the shit pot, is he, with the Mac? Yeah,
Oh, Jesus. £8,000 a year. No, what it is, they want to take every single penny out of every single person's pocket. That's what it is. It's plain and simple. It's daylight robbery, and we need to fight back because it can't be allowed to carry on. They need to sell a product. If we are prepared to pay for it because we are suckers, they'll they'll put the price up even on that. They'll go, 12 grand a year then. Let's see if we can get 20 grand a year out of them. Let's see if we can get the house. We'll take the house off them to keep them warm. Yeah, we'll take it off them. In hock. These people, they're fucking animals, right?
greed.
So you have to train animals, and these people need to be fucking trained to shut the fuck up and get back where they fucking belong. Otherwise, they ain't gonna have their fucking mansions and big houses to fucking come from. Because there's gonna be a fucking revolution in this country, and there ain't gonna be no point in being a fucking shareholder in this country, fucking everyone else over, because your share is going to be a fucking 6 foot fucking square hole. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be your fucking share if you're not careful, Mister Greedy Cunts.
yeah. They're hanging
Yeah.
out with Steve
Mm.
Jobs himself. You know.
Yeah. Jesus. Sorry. Ugh. Yeah. But I don't really get on well with Macs, you know that, and Apple. No. Because I mean, it's like, take something that you know people are paying like 100 quid for and charge 1,500 quid for. Hey, 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 yay! That's all we need is like cheese that used to cost like 50 pence a block, and we now pay like £20 a block for because Cheese Apple has got all of cheese, so now cheese is now £20 a block because, well, you'll pay it, won't you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. You seen that Parmesan bank they have in, where is it? Italy or France, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like Fort Knox. It's literally they hold million, or billions of dollars. I don't know, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Parmesan cheese wheels.
Yeah.
And these things go for like $1,000 a wheel.
Mm.
And they're all aged and graded, and it's like it's much just like a bank holds gold. And they determine the global market price on Parmesan cheese, because it has to come from that region of Parmesan or whatever. It can only be
Yeah. So it's
manufactured in that.
licensed trademark, isn't it? You can't use that term.
That's right, like champagne as well. Yeah, the French took the Australian wine industry to court and won. And so yeah, Australian champagne had to be called Australian sparkling white wine, because Champagne's a region. And yeah, you just
Yeah.
got a live chat there, Matthew, from
I
Explore
have.
Nation.
Oh, yes, I did, didn't I? Yes, it's another thing that my cognitive dissonance. Explore Nation, hello, thank you for your £4.49. Why 4.49? I wonder. But it'll probably round off to being £4. Maybe this is the logic, because anyone who has sent donations, and thank you very much, I should point out, anyone who sent donations, for some reason, some of the people who PayPal me decide to PayPal me as a business instead of
Oh no,
friends and family. So they
so
pay.
it gets,
So we have to pay a fee on that.
yeah.
So, well, not me, but the donations which went to Andy, I only got like, if you sent a fiver, I only got like £4.30 because it was like boom, 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 fucking PayPal fees. So anyway,
Oh right.
thank you
I
very
thought
much to
PayPal.
everyone. It's quite a lot of money actually. It was like, like every £10 is like 80 pence or 60 pence. It comes off it. It's quite a lot of money.
Wow, I thought they
Yeah.
put that on top of and charged the sender, not the receiver.
I,
But
I don't know, but it's like
I know they do
all
hold
these
it.
£5 donations are all becoming like £4.21. It makes it's not a big deal, but I mean, it's like when you go to add it up, you're like, oh, £5
Yeah.
plus £5 plus £5. That's nice and easy. Plus £9 plus £10. It's like £4.21 plus £5.21 plus £4.81. And it's like, what the Jesus, do you have to do this shit? But yeah,
Yeah.
you are right. I mean, some places, including some charities, they say, "Will you pay?" Oh, sorry. Yes, will you pay the fee? Because otherwise, it just goes chunk down, and yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, I gotta say, I mean, as an electronic payment system, I mean, it is still easier than trying to do an electronic fund transfer via bank bollocks EFTs. It's just it
Yeah.
is easier. There's a tax on it, but it's still easier than putting all your bloody long card number and then your sort code and then your bloody your your secret code and then your name and then maybe even like details of where you live, like to kind of
Plus, you're protected as well because,
yeah.
especially when you do a business one, I mean,
Mm,
they hold on to that money for 30 days before they release it. So that's
yeah.
really what business is for, so that when you order something and it doesn't arrive, you can dispute it and get your money back. And
Yeah.
I guess that's probably the main thing that's good about PayPal. I reckon get some sort of consumer protection globally.
I used to like it when I had trouble with eBay. PayPal sorted it because it was PayPal is the insurance scheme. It was the insurance scheme for eBay.
Yeah,
And then they decided to go, right, we don't want that anymore because we're going to make all the money with no fees. We'll have all those fees, greedy gits, yeah? So who suffers? The people who buy things that don't arrive and or arrive broken, and they have to fight it out with the seller because eBay
yeah.
are like, no, it's not our responsibility. Whereas PayPal would get involved, and it's like, ah, So yeah, I'm really pissed off, and that's why I stopped selling on eBay completely. I just said nope, not interested, goodbye, and I haven't gone back on it. And I have stuff on Gumtree, Facebook, and do I have anything? No, it's Facebook and Gumtree. That's it. Because I don't sell on eBay anymore. I won't do it because it's like fuck you. It's like I will not eat Domino's pizza. I fucking love Domino's pizza. Fucking love it. As much as I love a McDonald's fucking Big Mac, it's like, and I shouldn't have them, right? But the reason I will not fucking eat there is because they jumped their prices a fucking pound when they said we have record profits. So the thank you to all those people who gave the record profits was to jump their prices up a pound. Not like a little bit so it doesn't hurt. It's like, no, fuck you. Thank you very much for being so loyal. Now fuck you. I was like, no, 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 fuck you. I'm not having that.
Well, I was at a party and they ordered some Domino's pizzas and I saw them because I won't eat them. And I saw him. I was like, "What the fuck is?" And I said, "What's the fuck's that size?" And because it was like, I don't know, maybe 8 inches. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's a large,"
What is
and I'm
that?
like, "What?
What?
What?" They used to be 12, and they've gone. They've just all they've done is they've kept the price the same, or put the price up, and just made the pieces smaller. I just
Fuck
laughed.
'em.
I'm like, "Fucking
We,
suckers,
do,
eh?"
we don't need any more Walker's Crisps companies, thank you. No. Like a pound for a packet of crisps. The crisps packet is that big. The crisps in the bottom are like that, and the rest is fucking air. So,
Oh yeah, that's
oh, a
contents may
pound.
settle.
A pound. Yeah.
Yeah, they do
Like,
that with breakfast cereal too. They say, "Oh,
let's just think about this now, right? If the packet's this big and the contents in the bottom is like that's a pound, right? So what would it be to have like the full packet then? £5? And if I condense that down, that's less than a fucking pasty, which costs a pound.
yeah,
So this stuff is actually £20 a pack. It's just actually £20 in weight. If you put a pasty in weight, it's £20 in similar terms for a packet of crisps. £20. These people are cunts. They're fucking
yeah,
cunts.
yeah. So like I was saying, with the breakfast cereal, you'll see like the weight of the box has gone down, but the box size remains the same. So they just look like what you normally buy, but yeah, they're actually putting less in there.
Yep.
You know, pricks.
Jesus. I do like. I don't know. I don't know what Australia's like, but I do like. I did really rate New Zealand because when I went there, a lot of the houses weren't built to like super standards. It was like I like this zinc roof, and I like the cheapness of the way things were built, because it's like, I don't need all this bullshit. That's the kind of ethos I seem to see is like, we're not into that bullshit. When you went to
Yeah.
supermarkets, cardboard packaging was old fashioned, and it was like everything was a bit more like, Christ, I haven't seen stuff like that for 20 years. Like, I mean, it's like, so now Walkers, it's all like fucking silver packets and air packets and fucking, and all this stuff you don't actually need. And in New Zealand, it struck me that they were going, nah, people don't want that. We want just cheap food, and we want it fucking now. Bollocks to that, and it was cheap,
Yeah.
and
That,
the
plus, they
shops
also
were designed
th-
that way to kind of like cater to kind of like, no bullshit. It's just like, this is the food, cheap. Packets are cheap. It's just cheap.
yeah.
But like, we are
I know
living
they
in
keep things
fucking,
pretty natural over there too. They're into
yeah. I wouldn't be
local
surprised soon if
naturals.
Walkers start fucking putting out LEDs on their fucking packets to like have a battery on, fucking light up and with lasers and shit like that. But you can't eat them. You
Is
know.
Walker's like the people that make the shortbread biscuits and stuff, isn't it?
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Walker's Scotch shortbread or something. That's a,
It is. It
I
is a
don't know.
bag of air. It is a fucking bag of air. And if you ask them about it, do you know what they say? They got it fucking down to the back. They go, "Oh yeah, but the air's in there just to make sure that the crisps don't get damaged." It's like, how about just put more crisps in, right? And they'll pad themselves.
See, the crumbs down the bottom will pad it.
Oh, I tell you what, they're one of the worst fucking companies, and it's like I was saying, a lot of shops. It's like Pringles. It's like you go into like a shop, and it's like £3 for a thing of Pringles. It's like, and
Yeah.
then next week it'll be £1.60, and then sometimes it'll be special offer of £1. It's like, so the prices are going up, down, 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 because that isn't the real price. The real price is nothing to do with what you're paying on the shelves. The fucking supermarkets are dicking with it. The companies are dicking with it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
nothing to do with the real price at all.
yeah, yeah. I know the like companies like Coke and that they, if a business sells over a certain amount per month, they get eligible for a discount, and then sometimes the supermarket will even discount on top of that to get people in the door, run a special, and yeah, you can have a can of Coke. In one place costs 39 cents, another place costs $1.50, or $2, or even directly from Coke. If you go
Yeah,
directly to Coke and buy their drinks, you're an idiot. If you own a retail shop, you don't buy or deal direct with Coke. You get your Coke from the supermarket where it's like half the price.
yeah.
It makes this is just stupid.
I
These
mean,
companies shoot themselves in the foot.
have you ever heard of a company called Greggs?
Oh yeah, Greg's. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I know them.
Greggs.
Pastry products. Yeah,
Yeah, right. I used to like Greggs because they started in Wales, right where I live, the Rhondda Valleys. That's where they were. They were Greggs around the place, and they just sprouted overnight like brumph because they were doing well. Do you know why they did well? Because there was a lot of stuff in the pasties, in the sandwiches. It was a good weight for not much money,
yeah,
right? And they went, "Oh, we're doing really well now. We're doing really well. Do you know what we should do? Employ some fucking marketing engineers to go, what should we do now?" And they went, "You need to double your money, and you need to turn your places that sell pasties into coffee shops and have seats and fucking everything. And it should be like, and now it's premium." And it's
yeah.
like, hang
Sounds
on.
extra. Yeah.
I walked away. I just went, fuck off, because a pasty, a veggie pasty, used to cost 70p. Overnight, £1.70. What? I can't afford that shit. No. No, 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 no. It's like, no, I just walked away. It's like with Dominoes, they can play these games with children who don't understand, but people who understand that that is not the fucking cost. Lidl's aren't charging that much for a can of beans and fucking this and that. And they're not fucking charging it, and they're fucking shipping it in from Germany, not from down the road like Greg's. It's
Yeah.
down the road food. You know, it's made locally. It's made fucking. They're shipping it in from fucking Poland and fucking Germany, Lidl's, and they're doing it like 20 pence, whereas fucking they want like £1.50.
I was
Nah,
I was
nah,
in
nah,
the
nah.
U I was in the UK when there was a thing about Greg's where they had their meat and potato pastry. It's sort of like, I mean, it's just, you can tell it's machine made thing. That's just like a square flattened out sausage roll with meat and potato in it. Sort of, it's like a, I don't know. It's just rolled over pastry, and with straight cut ends, and like a square. And yeah, it ended up in the newspaper about it that the health department said no, they can't call it meat and potato because there was so little meat and so much potato that they had to call it a potato and meat pie or pastry, and they had to reword it because, yeah, it was something like, it was dismal amount of meat. It was just maybe 5% meat or something like that. Yeah, and 90% potato and the rest is pastry. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for a cheap gut filler, yeah, I could see that it would be popular.
There's another trick, like this fluids you get, like to wash your windscreen. Yeah, you could buy a concentrate, which is £5 for 5 litres, and it produces. You could like make 20 litres out of it or something like that.
Yeah,
Or most places you go, oh, that's £5. When you look at it, it's not a concentrate. It's
yeah, it's
watered down.
90% water. Yeah,
So it's 90% water. So actually, the profit margin, if you bought that, is like
mm,
3 times as much as if you fucking paid like for the £5 concentrate. And they're
yeah.
like,
That's
they don't know the difference. They haven't got a clue. They don't fucking know what's going on. They're fucking stupid. Yeah.
well, that's like coolant, engine coolant. You can see you get concentrate, and then you see for the same price, a bottle that's just ready to pour. You don't have to dilute it with water, and yeah, and it's just ridiculously priced. You're mad if you don't buy the concentrate and just use distilled water or rainwater. Mix the two together, just as good. Same thing.
You know what? You getting me fucking. You haven't. I'm getting a fucking moan on you. I'm getting a fucking
Go.
moan on. Right, I'm gonna have to get another pint to continue this moan on, otherwise it's
Oh
gonna end.
shit.
So I'll be. Are you up for a moan? Momo?
Yeah. You want to keep moaning, mate?
Oh,
Grab your beer
fucking
and
hell.
we'll get
But
it on.
yeah, I mean, all these fucking prickish companies that go like, hey, we're doing all right now, aren't we? Let's fucking jack our prices up. Do you know what I do? I'll fuck them. I'll fuck them. I won't just not buy from them. I'll find a way to fuck them over. Yeah, you know. It's like you start racking the prices up. I'll find a way to fuck with you. I'll find a way to not just fucking not buy from you. I will fuck you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Melissa. Yeah, meat and two veg. Meat and two potatoes. Yeah. That's a very well known saying here in Australia too. Excuse me. Yeah, but yeah, I think a lot of businesses just recently have all been doing this price gouging everything. Whether, I mean, obviously fuel but definitely food and meat, and it's the supermarkets. These motherfuckers pulling strings. They, yeah, they're playing a fucking game. They know, push up inflation, screw us all, make us, fucking work twice as hard, get paid half as much and barely make ends meet when it comes to things like just that were generally a lot cheaper. Danny, history hunter. What about the cut lunch? Yeah, the cut lunch. That's yeah, when you start dating your mate's girlfriend. That's cutting his lunch. Yeah. I was waiting to see you got cheese. Got
No,
cheese? No, no cheese.
no.
Oh.
I was thinking about it. No, the dogs had a treat. I was standing there thinking, oh, Jesus, a nice toasted cheese sandwich right now would just be so fucking lovely. But no, that'll be after the stream ends. Toasted cheese sandwich.
Sounds
Something
good.
for the dentist to pick out of my teeth, you know?
Yeah. I feel like, oh,
Mm. To collapse
well,
the economy. No, they want to rape people, remove every penny they fucking got. You know, the economy, I mean, like there has to be something left over afterwards to kind of pick up from because, these parasites, if you pull the fucking roof in over the top of you, there's nothing left. Where are you going to go then? Where are you going to go? You can't fucking kill the host. Yeah, the host is the people. That produce all the money. You can't go
yeah,
fucking give it all, and then oh no, well, there's nobody to mow my lawn now. There's nobody to fucking cook my meals. Now there's no food because nobody's growing any food anymore.
that's it.
Oh,
It's
now
like a
I'm dying.
parasite.
Now I'm dying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a parasite that
parasite.
kills its host.
Yeah,
It's not a very successful parasite. It's
yeah. That's what's going on, though. That is what's going on
yeah,
there. Like, fucking, this is just to the death now. This is like, let's just take everything we can and fucking screw everyone till we got all their money, and then we will have nothing because we got nothing to fucking spend it on. Because what are you going to do? Move out of the UK? Just leave it like a vast fucking desert wasteland because nobody's got any money anymore? You know, what do these energy companies think they're going to do? Are they the new walkers? It's like, oh, well, sir, we need to charge you for this little bit of energy here, and we're going to put loads of air in it, and we're going to make it like £50 when it's only like a pound of energy, but we're going to charge you £50 because you'll pay it because you're stupid, sir. Right?
oh yeah,
Really?
and
Really?
you get people putting solar arrays on their roofs, and they promise them, oh, you get X amount of cents per kilowatt you produce, and then after a certain period, well, then that lapses, and then they just pay you bugger all, and then they on sell. So you pay for the solar panels. They buy your electricity for a pittance, and then they on sell it back to other people at five
Yep.
times the price. Not bad. They didn't have to do anything, but yet they get the money.
They went,
Greedy
if you
pigs.
go electric, you can charge your car for £1. Now everyone's starting to go electric.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's now £20.
exactly. It's
Oh,
just
have I been fucked or something? I think I've just been fucked.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
I'll be back, Matt. I'm just gonna have a quick tinkle and grab a drink. I'll
Mhm.
be two
Mhm.
seconds.
No, the thing is, we've got to take control again. We definitely have to take control from these fucking psychopaths and fucking idiots, and just say, no, 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 no. Remember your place. Because it's not, no, you don't fucking own us. In fact, without us, you would be nothing. So, yeah. It's not a case of like, oh, well, they can all go to work on the trains and the buses, which we don't have any more of. Oh, they can all go, whilst we will fly in on jets and helicopters. Oh, yes, that'll be great. It's like, no, you have to have fuel for jets and helicopters, and you haven't got that anymore because there ain't none. Because you fucked it. So, yeah, you ain't got nothing. We're getting to the point where if something isn't done, there won't be anything left for the rich cunts to parasite off. So, I think somebody has to kind of, stand up and do something before it all goes fucking tits up, because it'll be like fucking free for all otherwise. Mm. Terribly slow learners, yes, indeed. Yeah, terribly slow learners. Yeah, it takes them hundreds of years to learn that they're actually just basically they're going to become fucking like leftovers, They're going to be the bit that gets chopped off the fucking top like a virus, you know. Like when you get a boil, you've got all this good stuff underneath, and you just get this like fucking boil and pus at the top, and they're like, "I'm at the top. Look at me." It's like, fumph. Yeah, we need to excise that. Yeah, yeah. And it's like, look how high I am. I'm higher than everybody else. I'm right at the top. Yeah, that's the bit that'll be cut off. Mm-mm. Oh yeah. Telling people, oh, don't grow any food, don't consume, don't grow any food, don't fucking use any electric, don't fucking do anything. You can't do anything. Really? What? So we should should we go back to like being fucking like middle-aged slaves, middle era, like fucking slaves, like from the Middle Ages? Slaves? Yeah? Is that what it is? Is it? Oh right. With the gods in the ivory towers and the slaves in the fields. Really? Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Might have worked when people weren't educated, but yeah, I don't know. You might have to make everyone fucking slightly on the spectrum with some drugs and fucking jabs and things like that to kind of like make them stupid enough to not realize what's going on. But apart from that, if you're trying to like get this done quickly, I don't think it's going to work. You're going to have to get people really fucking stupid, really fucking quick to pull this one off. Mm. Oh yeah. What are we saying now? Somebody's saying they saw my, just watched it. Eh. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I was watching something as well. There was a number of police were saying that their biggest thing they deal with, like we're all like, oh, they don't deal with crime anymore. No, they don't. They don't deal with crime. They deal with like speech, hate speech, and just saying things that offend people. Right? That's the biggest number one thing. It's like you know parking tickets, fucking like speeding cameras, easy things like internet like hate speech, like you said you fat fucker, and that has offended somebody, so therefore now they are going to take you to court and they will ruin you, and we're going to take your house off you because you said you fat fucker. Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, I'm just kind of surmising that possibly this is the way we're going, is like crime isn't important. Saying things that hurt people's feelings is important. But we've also now got. I'm kind of losing the thread here. Uh, Something to do with what was just sent. Then, hang on. Let me just get the thread back. My brain is going. Um, yeah, strikes. Yeah, yeah. Well, they don't want to pay people a fucking decent wage, do they? They don't want to do it. Mm, hang on, I've lost my thought. I've lost my fucking train of thought again. Hey, here he is.
Sorry.
I kind of lost my train of thought then. I was kind of going somewhere and I've lost it. It'll come back possibly, but yeah.
Hey, sorry it
Um,
took so long. The bloody my meat delivery was sitting outside the door. I had to quickly grab it and drag it inside.
Jesus, that's fucking sounding horny, man.
Yeah.
It's like, oi, meat
Well, no,
delivery, get in here. Get in here, meat delivery. I need you.
My local butcher's pretty good, man. He'd drop it off at my house, and but yeah, I don't want to leave it outside because some gypsy will steal it. You know.
Dear, dear. But yeah, just saying about the way the world's going. It's almost like as if there's the haves and the have-nots. They want to take it back to fucking like medieval standards. And I said, but that would work if you had an uneducated people that don't
Yeah,
understand that you can play fucking tricks with, like religions and like stupid shit, like fuck with
yeah,
people's
like
heads.
China. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But
keep
like
them
it
dumb
it don't
and
it
willing.
don't work so well with the West because it's like we're gonna go, you're a cunt, you're fucking me, no, bend over, I'll fuck you, and it's
Yeah,
gonna happen. It's like they don't realize it's getting very fucking close. You know, it's
yeah.
getting
There's
very
always
fucking close.
out of necessity. People will find a way to get what they need without these bastards pulling the strings like puppet masters. Yeah,
You
eventually.
can't do this because of rules, because of things that we say, and we have set this whole system up so that you have to come to us and ask permission to do anything. So therefore, they can do everything and you can do nothing. Oh really? That's fair. I tell you what, how we flip that out, fucking you become our slaves and we'll fucking do things and you
Mm.
can fucking serve us. How would you like that? They
Yeah,
wouldn't like that.
governments are supposed to be serving the people.
Yeah.
Not fucking our overlord masters. And that's where the world's gone topsy turvy, really, isn't it? And I mean, I can understand in a communist regime or something like that, that's how things are. But even in the West, things are starting to slowly crawl in that direction, aren't they? And monopolies, um, marketplace monopolies. Like you're talking about with Microsoft and Apple and all these multinational corporations that they don't give a fuck about anything or anyone. They just it's all about the profit line and their CEO's bottom line and margins. And yeah, that's where we're heading till people wake up and smell the manure. It's going to keep continuing that way. I think.
I always find it funny that Microsoft. I like Microsoft products and I like that kind of lower end of the sort of like the money chain. But it's kind of like it was more open to kind of change and more open to kind of new things, and it was cheaper. So therefore, new ideas breed better in the kind of cheaper verse. Whereas like
Mm.
the Apple verse where nobody can fucking afford them, so nobody can really ever get into what they do because you can't afford it. So how are you ever going to learn what it fucking does because nobody can afford it? You know, whereas like Microsoft is cheaper, so there's a lot more interest, and that's where everybody is. That's where the major amount of the population is in that little universe. But isn't it interesting that that's where the hackers are? That's where the viruses are. That's where the funny stuff is. And Bill Gates has got the absolute fucking nerve, like, he's like Tony Blair. He's got the fucking nerve to say to people, take a vaccination. This will help you. It gets rid of viruses. And his operating system is a testimony to why he should not be fucking proud to say this gets rid of viruses.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Bill, right? When you make your operating system immune to viruses, then start telling me what to put in my fucking body. Yeah?
Touche.
And until then, fuck off. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, and I mean, and the thing, you look at how Microsoft's changed. I mean, like when a lot of people used to think that when they bought a copy of Windows, they owned that copy of Windows, but You never did. It was like you have a license to hold a copy, but it always remains the property of Bill Gates and Microsoft, and now, they're, I mean, it's coming, like the 12 monthly subscriptions. There'll be like your antivirus software. There'll be your blooming, your operating system's going to need a new key every 12 months, or where your Windows will not boot up, until you pay them the money. And I mean, that's coming, you know.
Or you just use the pirate copies, which don't have
Yeah.
any of that shit, which is
See, yeah.
the way it used to be, the good old days.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know. I see quite a lot. The down the bottom right corner, that unauthorized copy of Windows. I've seen that going around quite a bit.
Well, it happens to people who've even paid, because they get kind of fouled into that system which gets it wrong,
Yeah,
And old operating systems aren't even supported now, so they don't even phone home, so they can't tell whether they're genuine. So they're going to say, I'm not genuine, when they are.
yeah.
And there
What
used
was
to
that? There
be
was
performance decreases in the old MS operating systems. Microsoft used to slow things down and make things not work as well when you weren't genuine. But could they even tell that you were genuine? So it's like, no, performance decreases. And it's like, oh, that's Apple. Apple, oh no, we want to slow down your device but for battery reasons. Honestly, for battery reasons. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, not because you want to fucking sell us a new phone.
yeah.
Or yeah,
Just
right,
make it
okay.
so it just it doesn't work
Mm.
properly, crashes, and yeah,
So
you're
they're all
waiting and
at it.
waiting.
They're all
Yeah,
at it. You know, it's
yeah.
like
I was
your
trying to
your
think.
brand new car. It was brilliant on day one when you brought it out, and then like we sent signals like into the car to slow it down, and then when you brought it in for a service, we tweaked it to slow it down, and then like we sold you another part to slow it down, and then you go, this is shit. And it's like, and then we can sell you the new one, which is fast. Oh, what? All those things aren't on the new one. You've sped it up again, so you
Yeah,
can slow it down again, and then sell us another one and speed it up again, and then slow it down again. Yeah, right. Yeah.
yeah. I can remember. What was it? Before Photoshop, there was oh, geez, it's gone 20 years ago, I reckon. There was something called Photo Point, maybe.
Shop
Photo.
Pro.
No, it was definitely like Photoshop, but yeah, it had a different name. I can't remember, but I do remember, like, 'cause this is going back, XP Windows days, and
Corel.
yeah,
Corel Paint. Mm,
no,
mm,
no, it was a Microsoft product, and it just literally they decided, okay, well, they're not no longer supporting it,
mm.
and I still used it.
When have Microsoft ever decided after 1 year that they're not supporting something they sold you for a lot of money 1 year later? When have Microsoft ever done that? I don't know. Hmm. Yeah. One
And
year later, just 1 year. Yeah.
yep, and they just basically, I kept using it for a little while, and I reckon it was maybe about a month or so, and then fucking just bang, it wouldn't even the executable wouldn't even run, and it's just like that. Yeah, yeah, you can't use that program anymore, and it's like, well, that's how I got to find out about licensing agreements and everything, because I said, well, that's bullshit, because I've paid for that. Why can't I use it? And it's like, oh yeah, well, you purchased a license, but you don't own it. Microsoft own it, and if Microsoft says, you can't use it anymore, well then, tough titties.
Right. Here's something I've not heard many people talking about, but I know is a reality. Definitely. Adobe release features in their software which are not new features they've just designed and are uploading to your computer. The new features are baked in, timed. Yeah? Because Premiere and Adobe products, when you open them based on time, and I know this because I've dialed the time back on my clock, and the features go away. When you reinstall them, the old features are there, right? But they time it so that they put all these new functions in that they think you need, but they time them when they appear. Yeah? So it's not that they're going, oh, this is a new version, we've put all these new things in. They put all the new features, but cripple them into the product you've got, but make them appear over time as you use the product instead of just giving them to you. Yeah? They make them appear, and it's on time basis, not on, oh, we've developed this new great stuff so we can give you it now. No. We give it to you on a timed basis. So if you turn off your automatic updates and you turn off things that would phone home and you block them to not let them access your machine, you block them so they cannot, and you're not on the internet, those features will still appear based on time.
Unbelievable.
Yes. Yes.
That's like an old trick where, they used to, like in Singapore, when you're flying through Singapore, you could pick up cheap electronics. And what they used to do was, I always found that they weren't exactly cheap, but they did have the latest and greatest, and in every color of the rainbow. But the one thing that they do was like they unbox something, and then they take out the second battery, and then they take out the memory card and stuff, and they'll sell you a camera, and the price is like, it's a few $100s cheaper than you normally pay. Then what they do is they get all the bits and bobs that were in the box, and then they sell that back to you. The memory card's this much, and then that extra battery's this much, and they all come apparent, in the actual pack if you bought the legitimate one. And it's sort of like it's similar to what you're saying, like with Adobe, you pay for the whole thing, but they've pulled out all the little goodies and bits and pieces and give them to you slowly, like slow feed you like a rat, Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
The
you a
same
treat.
like Pentium processors. I used to tell people about this, and I'll repeat it now in general. Right? Imagine you have a god, okay, and the god has superpowers, and he has 100 superpowers, and he is designed amazingly, and he is that amazing. He's got 100 superpowers. This is what Intel do. They go, the god here it is called Xeon, yeah. But you can't afford that because nobody can, apart from silly people and businesses that just don't. Money is no object, right?
Yeah.
And what we do for you, the public, what we do for you is we take the god and we take his arms off, we take his legs off, we take his heart out, we take his liver out, and we go, that's i3. And then we go, oh, a couple of months later, we go, oh, now we got an i5, and we put his heart back in. And then a couple of months later, we go, oh, it's an i7 now, and now we put his liver back in, his arms back on. Yeah? But the people who had the Xeon 5 years ago, right, knew what it was like to have arms, legs, heart, fucking liver, the lot. They knew what it was like. But they paid tens of thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
But you're not prepared to pay that, so you get the £100 processor, which has all the bits cut off. And literally, if you don't believe me, look it up. Xeon processors are produced on the same production line as the i7, i5, i3, and all they do is the same processor, and they literally put it in the thing and they laser out the bits they don't want. They go zip, 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 and they cut them out. They section them out. And they laser them out. So it's a perfect processor. And they go, not for you, sir. Not for you, sir. Not for you, sir. Fuck you, sir. Fuck you, sir. Right, that'll be £100. And the less you want burnt out, the more you pay. And if you want nothing burnt out, you pay God price. Xeon. Ah. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I've learnt this the hard way. It's like if you want a car with no wheels and no engine and no fucking anything and no air conditioning, that's the car with all the bits lasered out. Yeah? Yeah.
It's like them saying like, oh, what you don't want this and you don't want that. You don't want to pay for this and pay for that. Oh, that's all right. We'll get a hammer and go out there and knock it off. Oh, you don't want power mirrors? Yeah, we'll just knock them off with a hammer. There you go.
Yeah.
Now the car's cheaper. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
But it's a classic in mobile phones because people have been talking about this for years. It's like you get a phone and like this thing here. I mean, this is a classic example, right? Somebody sold me this, right? This is a Fleur, right? These are really ridiculously fucking overpriced, fucking European from the Netherlands, right?
Hmm.
Right. If you want the cheap one, that's like $400-500. This is the $10,000 one, but it $400. No, 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 no. This is the $10,000 one. Why do they want to make different ones with different specifications? What they do is they make one expensive one and degrade it
Hmm.
and sell it cheaper. So it's always the expensive one degraded to make it cheaper. Check out what they do with this. And I'm not kidding you here. It's sick. This is demonically fucking sick as far as I'm concerned. Right. This has a 320 by 280 image sensor. That's shit, right? That's not even
Yeah.
HD. 320 by 280, right? You pay £10,000 for that, right? If you want to pay £400, it's the same sensor, it's the same chipset, it's the same everything. But the software, see, this is where they fucked up. The software says no. You're 80 by 80 pixels, not 300 by 300, 80 by 80. And guess what? It's not even bad enough that they give you 80 by 80 instead of 300 by 300 in software. The 80 by 80, they put a noise filter on it. And that doesn't mean getting rid of the noise. That means
It creates it.
adding noise. Adding noise. Because you didn't pay 10 grand. So you can have the
Fucking hell.
noisy one. The noisy one. How do I know this? Because this has been hacked by the hackers. So I have turned an 80 by 80 into a 300 by 300 with no noise. And it's just the same bit of fucking kit. And I want to
Same hardware.
smash it. I want to smash it because it's bollocks.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, all the sensors, like, I mean, for them to make 3 different kinds of, sensors, it's going to cost a lot of money.
Costs a
So
lot of money.
they just pump out one type of sensor and they load them into all
Degrade
the,
it for the cheaper
yeah,
audience. Yeah.
to create a artificially inflated price on the quality. Yeah.
It's
Tricks.
like saying we've got a vaccine that can cure you of all diseases.
Mm.
But if you haven't got £1,000,000, we'll only cure you of one disease because
Yeah.
we've shut off all the others.
Or
'Cause you
it'll only
can't
last
afford
3
it.
months. It'll
Yeah.
only last 3 months and then you got to have another one. Yeah.
Welcome to the world. You could have the fucking the vaccine that kills all germs. You could have the car that is really powerful. You could have the camera that's really good. But no, because you didn't pay, you have it all shut down. But it's still the same fucking kit, but it's shut down because you didn't pay. Still the same kit though.
Pricks.
Anyway, that's why I say hackers and pirates, yeah, let's just show them one step at a fucking time who really runs the fucking show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fightclub.com. Mm. But well, I reckon 5 o'clock. I got 6 hours now. I got 6 hours till I have to get. Oh Jesus! And I've got 2 hours till my fucking alarm start ringing. Oh, it's not going to be good, is
Oh,
it? It's going to be one of those days.
yeah.
Mm.
No, don't think you're looking forward to it, are you? I think
I
you
just,
seem a
I,
little
I just,
apprehensive.
I just, no, I know, I just
Yeah.
fucking go in and it's just, it's not because I've got a dental appointment that I've done the video, not the video, I can't think of the words now, the Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not because of that. It's
Mm.
because I just thought this afternoon, wow, actually this is quite good. I've managed to tweak the settings and it's working quite well. I thought, well, let's fucking do it. And I've got some extra videos, which are equally cheapskate. If you notice, at the moment you're getting nothing but uh, old footage on 360, which I forgot to process because it's so intensive to process. And you're getting lots of things I forgot about, which I'd like to get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not because I'm a cheapskate at all. It's because I've got lots of footage which I forgot to put out. So, yeah. But I have actually thought to myself, like, why am I driving all over the fucking country to do things when I've got stuff in my backyard? So I went to the ultimate extreme of like saying, well, here's my backyard. And I've gone round on a bike and my scooter showing you what is in my area on a bike and a scooter. Some people might say, oh, well, that's boring and shit. But some people might say, well, actually, I don't know what is in your backyard. So therefore, that is interesting. And I'm not going to release this stuff because I literally cannot afford petrol or I've got a lot of bills going in. No, it is literally because it's in my backyard. And why do I you know go to all this you know expense and time and stress when I have got stuff in my backyard? So I'm going to be showing you some stuff in my backyard for a little bit because I can. It is literally stuff that why drive 5 hours to go and do something that I can do right up the road. You know,
Yeah. You're not talking literally your backyard. Um, it's not going
not
to
in
be
my
Matt's
back
gardening.
garden. No, no.
Matt's gardening. No, I'm only joking. Yeah.
Well, I have considered. Well, I've done Matt showing you how to sew. I've now shown you Matt how to play Flight Simulator for
Yeah.
5 hours. So yeah, it's kind of like, well, what else have I got that you don't know about? Some people say to me like, show us your cameras and show us
Yeah.
what you've got, and it's like, well, okay, I'll sit down and I'll show you what's in my camera bag and why it's in there and why I could have much bigger but not use it or much smaller but not use it. Why is that the happy medium I go with, So yeah, I think I can do that and not have to like drive all around the place. And then once I get my sort of like my legs back together, I shall drive off and do things far away. But there's a lot of things that I could probably interest people with that don't involve driving all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Not like
Driving,
the Dover boys going to France.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everybody seems keen to like look at what's in everybody else's backyard instead of just looking in their own. And I think there's some important points that we could make without necessarily going to the other side of the planet. So
Well, out in the plains where you are, mate, there's plenty of things uh,
yeah,
to that go on there that are
and that
interesting.
that is part of it too. why am I going to drive everywhere when I can actually cycle across the Salisbury Plain and
Yeah,
show you some things they don't want you to see? So,
yeah,
it's there. It's literally, if I look at my window, it's there. Why do I have to go driving 5 hours or 11 hours up to Scotland, to tell you, things when I could just cycle up there, and show you some shit. So, yeah.
yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, but I'll have to say this is in Guatemala, when I to put it on my channel to make it interesting so people think they're getting value for money. Oh, look, Matt's been to Guatemala. How come he can afford this? He must be a good channel because he can afford to go to Guatemala. It's like, no, it's actually Salisbury Plain. It's just outside my window, but there. But yeah, yeah. If it sounds good being
Well,
called
if I went to
Guatemala,
Guatemala,
yeah,
I'd be ayahuasca
yeah.
drinking. Yeah,
So yeah, I'm kind of like I'm kind of thinking. Some people are kind of saying, "Oh, look how cool I am because you know, go here, and spend loads of money." It's like, well,
fancy hotel,
do you
fancy
have
pool.
to? Yeah, you know, sometimes miss the wood for the trees, but we shall see. Yeah, my
Yeah, I
TV
saw that.
isn't 360 compatible. Do I need a VR headset? Well, have you got a uh
Computer.
I'm no, I've forgotten. I'm just looking at his tank top now. He's bald, wearing a tank top. Yeah, mate. I'll see you in the sauna later on. I'll give you all the secrets, mate. Fucking yeah, yeah,
Oh, fucking hell.
yeah. No, no extra charge. Jesus. Um, but yeah, it's me talking, isn't it? But at least, I have. Well, I don't know. I was going to say yours is looking shinier than mine, maybe because you polished it. I have loads of decandescent fucking
Low sheen.
yeah. I'm the matte look. It's the matte
Yeah,
look.
the
Yeah,
matte look.
the matte look. Yeah, but yeah. Do you need a VR headset? Yes, you can use a VR headset, but you can use your phone as well or a tablet. If you've got something that's like you can scroll across the screen. You just touch the screen and you move it. That's all you need. Um, if you've got an
You know what
Android,
I find the best is just one of those cheap visors that you can slide your phone into, and you pop it on your head. It's a VR headset that uses your mobile phone screen as
yeah,
the
just like
viewfinder.
that.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's like a VR headset, but it doesn't have anything in front of it until you go chunk and plunk your phone into it, and then suddenly you have a VR headset, but without £600.
Yeah, it uses a compass and what do they call it, velocimeter and all that sort of stuff to
Yeah.
work out which way your
Veloc-
head's turning and
Velociraptors. Yeah, it uses
velociraptor
velociraptors.
meter. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty smart how it works, and it actually works pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be as good as an Oculus or something like that, but
they're
it
not
gets the
bad.
job done.
They're not
Yeah,
bad actually. It's surprising. It depends on the lenses. Like the
yeah,
thing that really makes an Oculus good is the lenses are quite good.
mm,
So therefore everything looks really sharp. And sometimes on these cheap, plastic lens bloody, things. I mean,
yeah.
I've had before I used my so I'm getting a bit slurry now. I just get a bit slurry now. It's getting to that time of night, I'm afraid, folks.
Mobi.
Yeah, yeah. But I used to use my phone in one of these £20 or £10 headsets. I used to use my
Yep.
phone, and if you use instead of the DJI app, you use the thing called Litchi. It used to produce one eye would have the left screen and one eye would have the right screen, and it would look perfect. It was like, wow, I've
Mm,
saved hundreds of pounds here, and it's like, wow, Litchi app to control my drone. And it's like, it looks great. Um,
yeah. Well, there's
Yeah,
a whole heap of phone apps as well that you can get for VR software, and yeah, I mean it's pretty. It's amazing how much stuff is out there.
there's a thing.
That
There's a thing called Google Cardboard. You can probably
yeah,
still get them, right? And I
yeah,
kid you not, right? This thing is just like a sheet of paper. You get it in the
like,
post. It's a flat
like a
pack. It's a flat pack.
pizza box cardboard. Yeah,
Yeah, right. When you get it out, you go, well, it's got lenses, and you have to slip the lenses in, and you have to bend it. You have to bend it, like bend that over there, and bend that over there, so it becomes like glasses, and then you wear it, and then you put your phone in front of it. So it's like it's a cardboard version of a plastic VR set.
yeah,
Google made a cardboard version of the plastic VR set. So you put your phone in front. It's got two lenses, and it costs like £4, £5, $4, right? And you put your phone in front of it, and then you click on Matt's video. And Matt's video now, you can turn your head to the left and see left. You can turn your head to the right and see right. You can look
mm,
up, you can look down, and it costs you £4. £4, not £600, which is what Valve, I think it's called Valve Insignia or HP G2 or something it's called. These are like £600 VR systems, yeah?
yeah,
£4 for a cardboard. Put your phone in it and make your phone do the work. £4. £4 versus £600. Just goes to show you, doesn't it? It's not about the technology, it's how much they want to charge you for it. Yeah?
yeah, yeah. And your phone is more than capable of displaying the image just as good, virtually, almost. Yeah.
I mean,
Especially if you've got a new screen, a
if you
new phone. I
like
mean,
it, if you like it, you might want to spend some more money on it. But it's nice to taste it with £4 work technology. I mean, to be honest,
yeah,
it's good. I mean, it's very good. I actually showed my dad. I was like, put this thing on. And he was like, ooh, ooh. It's like seeing a 3D movie for the first time. It's like, whoa, whoa.
yeah,
But then there's 3D, and then there's like 5D. Yes, it is better if you spend some more money, but you still get a good effect from the £4. It's very good. There's roller coasters, 3D ghost rides, like shocker things in 3D. But there's 3RV60, which is not just 3D, it's 3D, but you can also look around it like if it's real life, you
yeah,
know? And for like £4, because it's your phone, it's recycling as well. If you think about it, that's real recycling because it's using something you've already got rather than saying, well, now we're going to sell you a new phone in a headset, and we're going to sell you a new phone in a Alexa, and we're going to sell you a new phone in this, and a new phone in your car, and a new phone in your toilet, and a new phone. It's like it's actually saying, well, hang on, you've already got this. Why do you need to buy it several times when you've already got it? You know? That I
yeah.
like that kind of idea. It's yeah.
There was some other ones as well, like for 3D, sorry, 360, and also 3D photography as
Oop.
well. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, and there's a huge database of images, and it also when they take the image, it also records a sound file that goes with it that runs for maybe a few minutes. So like you get a beach scene where you're down at the down at the wharf, and there's a carnival rides and stuff like that, and you hear the sounds, and but it's a still image, but it's in 3D and 360, so yeah, you can look anywhere and sort of get an idea of the perspective of being in that particular place, and yeah, quite interesting.
You want tweets? Come on. Sorry, just dog. Just
Yeah,
tweeties. Gums.
Yeah, Melissa's saying, yeah, playing Haunted House. Yeah, I've played that on those 3D setups. Yeah, it's good fun.
Being a moaner. You moaning because you're not getting enough treats. She probably wants to go out for a piss, I expect.
Yeah,
It's getting to that sort of time. So,
it is.
yeah. Sorry, I'll let you out now. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, you're just like, come on, what are you on about? What are you talking about? Yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
kisses.
come on, being boring. Like, follow me. It's what she does.
Yeah,
She does this like, I'm going now and I'm gonna walk this way, so you follow me. It's like, no, you follow me. It's like I'm the one deciding where we walk, but she's like she's very independent. She's like, oh, I'm going now. I'm standing on top of the stairs. I'm going now. I'm going down the stairs. Aren't you coming? I'm going. Aren't you coming when you're following me? It's like, no, it doesn't work that
yeah.
way. But she's literally
She's
I think
hovering.
she thinks
She's
she's in
hovering right
charge, isn't
behind
you?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
want? You go in. You going out the back?
She is the master.
Yeah. He like wakes me up. She's like, "Oh, it's getting a bit late now. Come on, get me out the back." Yeah. Does he want to go to the back? Go to the back. Oh, she's got bobbles. Bobbles in her furs. Do you call them bobbles down
No,
in Australia?
no. What you mean, like a matted knot?
No, no, no. Like little. Oh, they're like
Ah,
little
burrs.
burrs. Yeah, like little things like
Ah,
that.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
except, of course, being in Australia, ours are about 10 times that size. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
You
she's
get
got
there.
loads of them. Actually, I need to probably just yeah, it's like got bobbles. But as you say, they're nothing compared to your bobbles. Like your
Bobbles.
my bobbles versus your bobbles is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Oh well, I suppose we better start to get ourselves sorted. So yeah, you want to go
yeah,
out?
I'm gonna go get some lunch. It's like 2 in
Oh
the afternoon.
bloody hell!
I haven't eaten today yet. I just didn't feel like it. I wasn't feeling too well when I got up this morning. Felt like a sack of shit.
Oh yeah, you said about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I had a beer. I feel a little bit better now.
Well, drink a lot of vitamin C, and that doesn't mean
B.
sugar vitamin C. It means actually get a big bag of vitamin C, and then put it in water
No,
and just
no,
like drink vitamin C.
I'll just keep drinking vitamin B, which is beer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could drink vitamin C, which I think Jordan drinks a lot of.
Yeah. He might gargle too. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. It's like yeah, yeah. It's like yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what are we talking about? Are we talking about you? She's looking at me like so intent. She's like, you must come. What are we looking? What's the matter then? What are you doing?
She's using Jedi mind tricks on you.
Like, you come. What is it? She's like, you come now. What is it? What you looking out there, is it? I saw you. She's like, oh, it's out there, is. What is it? What is it? What you want? What is it?
Reminds me of that.
Normally her eyes go where what she wants. So if it's food, she'll look at you.
Look at
But
it.
if it's
Yeah.
like it's out there, she like looks out there. It's like I want to go, and I will go now. What is it? What do you got? What do you want? She did this like muscle thing. She's like when
Yeah.
her muscles
Clenching.
go clenching. Yeah, yeah. What do you want? What?
You know, when you remember that,
What?
yeah, when you were going, what, what, and she starts
What?
going,
What is it? What is it? Show me then. Show me. Oh, see?
Yeah.
Show me what it is. Where is it? Show me what it is. Where? Where is it? Where is it? Show me.
Now she's thinking, you know.
Show me. Yeah, she knows. But she's like looked out there. What's it? Show me. Where is it? Where is it? What do you want? What? Mm. Being soft. You're being soft, aren't you? What is it?
Mm.
Where is it? What? She's like, oh, if I get him to like look at me enough, he'll just follow me. So if I go out there, he'll follow me. Is there? What? I don't know. It was pointer dogs where they sort of go, you know. Oh, there he goes.
There you go. Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. What? What do you want? Show me. Where is it? Where is it? Show me then. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. So, thank you for popping in. It has been
That's all right.
fascinating and yeah,
Yeah, I just
good
wish I
fun.
was a little bit more lively here, mate. You know, I'm
Yeah.
trying, but yeah,
Well,
I'm a
you've been
bit
doing
flat
pretty
today.
well. I don't think I would have been wanted to come on a live stream if I was feeling ill.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're handling it quite well. I'd be like, oh fuck this, I go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a spliff in a minute. And I'll probably kick back, have some lunch, and then get some more sleep. I think because I didn't get a whole lot last night.
Mm, yeah. Angel on his bed making noises. Yeah, she does. She
Yeah,
jumps on the bed and then starts grunting. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, when you were saying what, and she's going, just kept on.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's there then? Who's there? Who's there? Ooh. She's not very reactive to it, to be honest. I've had dogs that are much more sort of like if you go ooh ooh, they start like they copy you, but
Yeah.
she's not that.
Well, if you make a whimpering sound, they'll come over and start licking you or pawing at your leg, and
Yeah.
because they think you're stressed or being distressed.
I've tried it a couple of times. She doesn't do it very often. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, angel, angel, oh, oh, help me! My dick has become extremely long. Help me! Help! My asshole is falling off. Yeah.
That should I give a shit.
No. Angel. Treat.
Oh, that got it.
I haven't got one, but see what?
Oh,
No, it's all food driven. She's like, you feel
yeah.
ill? I don't give a shit. You have a treat. I come now. But my head has fallen off. It's become a treat. Look, my head is just one big treat. It's a treat. Look. Oh, it's a treat. My head is one big treat. Yeah. Yeah, she's like, "Why you say the words?" So I'm very like, I don't say the word unless I'm going to give them a treat. So I have to go and give her a
Yeah,
treat now.
you're on a
Yeah,
teaser. Yeah,
yeah, because it's like teasing otherwise, and it's like, you're not going to have this. No, whenever I say it, you're going to get it, and yeah, yeah, so I can get you one. Oh, you'll have to wait just 3 seconds. Well, Simon, it has been amazing.
no worries, Matt.
Yeah, we don't
Well,
often call you Simon, but there we are.
well, it is my name. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I've been called a lot worse, that's for sure.
yeah. But it has been a good night. I've enjoyed this. Thank you.
No worries. Cheers, Matt.
Yeah. Well, we shall catch you soon, sir. And what's Matt Reed he Melissa says, but I don't know what that means. I'm just picking shit off my dog like little more balls. More balls. Look, two tiny balls. Yeah, pick more balls off my dog. She's
Jingle
got loads of
balls.
them. I have to get the old brush out, I think, and get them out. Ah, jeez, loads. So, yeah. Simo says History Hunter Dan Under.
Yeah, that's what my mates call me. Yeah.
Yeah, Simo.
Yeah, Simo. Yeah.
Shimo.
Yeah, it's like, if your name's Tom, you're Tomo. Dave, you're Davo. Steve, you're Stevo. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
So is it
standard thing in
is it
Australia.
Simo or Simo?
No, just Simo. Yeah.
Simo. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder whether it was like going to be Simo.
Yeah.
Shimo.
I had one person who used to call me Cy, and I didn't like it. I told him to fuck off.
Stud.
Yeah.
Fucking who does he think he is?
Yeah.
Simo.
Sounds like, Sigh,
Simo. Yeah. Well. Uh, yeah. I was thinking I've only one Simon at the moment. I know. Derelict Plymouth Unearthed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm probably going to get all these off her without having to get the brush out, but we shall see. They are kind of coming off.
Uh, Chris Cor- Chris Corley reckons he likes your robe, Matt. He says you're bringing sexy back. Yeah.
This is like a cheap Marks and Spencer's 20 quid robe. Marks and Spencer's, do you have in Australia?
Nah,
M&S,
not that I know of. Nah.
fucking overpriced shit. It's just like
Oh yeah,
take something that's like an onion and just like charge 5 times as much for say, but we sourced it so well, like we really went to a lot of effort to source that properly for you, you know.
yeah, yeah. Like Harrods. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just an expensive. Everything's just overpriced. Just whatever it is, you get it the same way. The same, like at Lidl's, except they just whack an extra 300% on top
yeah,
because they got a fancy store.
yeah. Yeah, they do garages and like people go in there to get petrol, but they end up doing like shopping in a garage, and it's like, oh, I'll pay £5 for a sandwich and stuff like that. It's like fuck off.
Yeah, for an egg salad sandwich that's been
Yeah,
made in Poland and shipped in. Yeah,
yeah,
fuck that.
yeah. If the truth was told about where they get their stuff from, people would never fucking bother. But it's like that's the big secret, isn't it? It's the
Oh
big
yeah,
secret, like Intel with their fucking lasering out the contacts on the bloody on the processors.
packaging.
So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. People for years in the hacker community have been saying, should we try to find a way to splice a processor open and rejoin what they've lasered out? Because they
oh
don't
yeah,
they don't laser out the actual processor. They just laser out the traces, the trace wires
mm,
going to the
yeah,
processor. So if you could find a way of rejoining it, but of course, like at nanometer scale, you'd end up with
yeah,
the expensive processor, reactivated. But nobody's found a way to do it. It is too small. It's like nanotechnology, so nobody's ever
yeah.
managed to do
I
it.
think it'd
But
probably cost more
yeah,
than buying a Xeon.
yeah, that's right. But they've been clever to kind of disable it that way. We're nearly
Yeah,
there. We've got one couple on your legs. One, two, three. I think we're nearly there on this side. There's probably a load on the other side as well. Oh no, there are some more as well. Shit. Right, I'm gonna get the scrubby brush and just pull it all out because it's gonna take too long otherwise. Oh, Jesus. Right. Well, thank you very much, sir.
no worries, Matthew. You have a
Okay,
good
we
one,
should.
mate, and good
Catch
luck
you
at the
soon.
dentist, man. I hope he doesn't, cause you too much pain. And
Even if he does
I
it,
hope he gives you some good drugs.
well, yeah, he won't give them to me though. He
Oh, that's bollocks.
won't give him like your like in Australia. It's like, oh, here we are. We've got morphine.
Yeah,
It's fucking good. Just don't
have a
take too
bit of
much of
that.
it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
also that same doctor gave me 2 scripts for, codeine, like Panadeine Fort, and he's like he folded one in half and he goes, "Now don't use this one first because I've post dated it one extra day ahead." And he goes, I'm not allowed to do that. I get in a lot of trouble. But, he said, you're going to fucking need them, So I walked out of there, man. I was fully loaded.
Fucking sounds like Little Shop of Horrors, man. It's like,
Free
come on,
gas.
let's
Yeah.
huff on this, huff on this. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
You wake up and your pants are loose and, top
Yeah.
buttons undone and the nurse is getting dressed. Yeah.
You'll be a dentist. Yeah, that's the one. Look at
Fucking
all these
classic.
little bastards here now. Like fucking, I got a
Fucking hell.
thing full of like. There's more than you
Make a
can
new,
see there. Probably more than you can see. Oh, there we are. Look.
you could make a new angel from that.
Yeah. Mm. There's more that have fallen off. Actually, it's about double the amount that's fallen off on the table. So yeah. That's like 2 seconds walking through a fucking bush. It's amazing, isn't it? That's how they spread themselves. Those little things. They are designed to catch
Yeah.
on animals to be like moved around instead of like
Well, yeah. I
instead of
mean,
like
that's where they got
flying off.
Velcro.
Yeah,
That's where they got Velcro from. The idea, unless you believe Valiant, what was his name?
Valiant Thor.
Thor, yeah,
Yeah,
gave it to the Americans.
Americans. Yeah, like lasers. They invent. It was alien.
Fiber optics, yeah,
Aliens invented lasers.
yeah, and fiber optics
Yeah,
and Velcro, yeah,
yeah, and light. Aliens
yeah,
invented light prior to aliens and NASA. We were living in the dark.
yeah.
So
The Dark Ages, yeah,
yeah, sticky buds. Yeah, sticky buds. They are. Yeah. Right then. Right.
mm,
Okay. It's been great. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching the old, whatever it was, flight sim. Yeah, with this
yeah.
joystick. You're asking what was I using? It was
Oh,
this
yeah,
joystick, which I had to dust off. It's been sitting on the floor for like 2 years, literally. And when I picked it up, I had to dust it off, and then clean it off because otherwise I would have caught something off it. But it's got like a little
throttle, yeah,
that's the throttle. It's got lots of buttons and a thing,
yeah,
and it's like, but you do have to hold it, and it's like it's hard to make it move. So instead of being, that's why you see me going, because it's not like it's hard to kind of get it to move, and then it goes junk. It kind of
yeah.
it kicks, so it's hard to kind of get that linear motion. It's like
Well, how are you plugging that into your system? Is that still got the
USB,
old? Oh, it is USB. Because
extra USB.
I've got a Microsoft Sidewinder Pro
Yeah.
force feedback um, flight stick like that, which is, I mean, you can push it in any position unpowered and it'll just stay there.
Mm.
Um, and then when you plug it in, it automatically goes zzt and just goes self centers. And yeah, it's got your, so you can twist it as well. And that's got the old original gaming plug on it, for where you plug it into the graphics or the old graphics cards. And yeah, I don't know. I've still got it. I just don't know what to do with it. I'm sure there's probably an adapter or something, but yeah, I sort of lost interest in
They
flight
sell
sim.
you another one that has less features, and then eventually, 10 years' time, then they'll sell you another one that has all the original features of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I do remember like Simulator 2000. That was probably about when I bought it. I think. Yeah. But anyway,
Oh, fucking hell. It's all
all
right.
right, Matt.
That's good.
All good,
I
mate.
love you. And as Alex Belfield would say, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, folks. It's been good. I need to get it's 6, 4 hours sleep now. I need to get 4 hours sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Umbrella Academy and fall asleep to that. My phone is going here, so I can't wake up and fucking turn it off. See, just putting it there. See, this is how I work. This is how we do it. You know. So, okay, folks, we'll catch you in a bit. Then. Thanks for
No
tuning in,
worries. Thanks,
and
everyone.
we'll catch you soon.
Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.